Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. You know what day it is, baby.
Hump Day.
That's right. Tell him again, Joe Ryan-Eagle.
Hump Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We're humping and bumping here. It's the Morning Huddle. Oh, Michelle.
Settle down. Settle down over there.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah. AJ, Rob, Victor Brown on the other side.
Hola, hola.
Hola, güey. How we doing, everybody? How we doing?
Good.
How you feeling, Robert?
I'm good.
I like the the javelina on your shirt.
Yes, sir. It's
Very
tis the season.
tis the season.
Tis the season.
Boy, oh boy. What a day. What a day. What a day. We've got plenty to discuss today.
Our boys are coming home,
The-
man.
Yes, bring them home. If I liked parades, I would say let's throw a parade.
Hey, let's go honking down.
But don't do that.
Why not?
I hate parades.
Oh, victory parade is what we need. A river parade with a bunch of trophies on the front boat.
You know what? That's good. You know what? The good thing is now I live in a part of town where
You ain't gonna see no. Parade.
I'm not affected by parades. You guys want to have a parade? Have a parade.
Go close down. But I mean,
Do it downtown.
A good river parade. The likelihood had got a little bit better with every passing day. I
Yeah.
mean, that was last night a royal ass kicking, a wonderful rebound, and a welcome home gift all together. I mean, they're coming home with awards.
Yeah.
Wimby got an award. Mitch got an award. Just
Dylan Harper.
Dylan,
got
yeah.
an award
Also,
too, yeah.
we got 3 award winners coming home.
Yeah.
And what was there's something wrong with the league, man.
Well, it was
I
also
don't like.
it was also the same month that we were announced as the 18th best radio show.
I mean, it's been a phenomenal.
it's
just
been
an
huge for
extraordinary.
San Antonio.
So as we celebrate, really the parade should be for us,
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
We'll try to schedule.
I
that
could maybe do a parade if it was in my honor.
if we got to do it. I don't know
If
how
it were
many.
in my honor.
We'll
I'd
just do
consider
it on our own. We'll just decorate a convertible and go drive down.
You probably got a friend in the riverboat industry. We
we could do our own river parade.
Yeah, we'll make our own thing, and we'll just stand on the boat and wave, and people are like, what the hell are these guys doing?
We'll have a huge kitty big ball.
Oh, yeah.
on the float.
That would be
Like doing it-
inappropriate.
It'll look
Just
like it's a Chinese restaurant.
That sings back and forth. Well, I could drive the boat. The last the championship one in 2014, I drove the boat one day for NBC and with the trophies on the boat, and we did a video thing for a B-roll shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the parade, I had Tony Parker. I forget who else was on my boat.
Probably not Brent Barry.
No. Brent was long gone by then, sadly. But I had TP, and I know his brother was on there, and his dad, and a couple other players. But yeah,
Okay.
so I could drive the boat.
Okay. Well, but you can't drive. We don't want you driving because
No,
we want you
wanna drive-
waving.
I want to drive the boat.
Can you wave? Can you drive
No,
with one hand?
I have to have 100% focus.
No, you've got to
It's a-
celebrate.
This is it's
otherwise-
a difficult job being a boat captain on that rough river.
Otherwise, then the parade is only about me. And you know me, I can't handle something like that. I can't handle everyone giving me all the accolades.
So that's happened to you before?
No, I mean,
Has that happened?
I hate when it does.
I've never had it happen. So I don't know. To get all the accolades? To get any?
Well, please. We had our big
We
boss
are.
in town.
We did meet our suit yesterday.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we kind of met him
We
in the
met him
past.
before. Yeah. He had to inspect us before he bought us.
You came in and gave us the rah-rah. It was cool.
Yeah.
Nice to have the. He looks very much like the painting in our
Right?
in our lobby.
I don't
We
understand.
have a dear leader painting, and he looks very much like him.
Yeah, I thought that he must have commanded that painting to be hung.
No, I don't think so.
and
I
now
think
it turns
this was
out we
done
were
in-
just kissing his ass.
Yeah, well, of course.
Which leads me to the question: why isn't there an
like over
AI
our-
created picture of us hanging on the walls in here?
We are the 18th best radio
Yeah.
show in all the world.
Yeah. Hello.
Huge neon.
That should be.
Hello.
When we had our all hands meeting yesterday, we should have raised our hand and What do y'all think about having when you bought the company? Did you know already that you had the 18th best radio show in all the world?
I don't think he knew yet.
In your grasp?
I don't think he knew yet.
And do you realize now that you are in the presence?
We had it was one of those meetings where like when they say, "Oh, okay, does anybody have any questions?" And everybody kept asking questions.
This isn't, but you gotta, when you're in front of your dear leader, right? you gotta. Can I stress yet again?
I get
how handsome you are, sir.
I get it. There's so when he says, "Okay, come on, somebody's got a question," then it's okay for one person to ask a question.
But not 4.
And then after that question, everybody's just supposed to shut up and we're supposed to get out of the meeting. No, it was like 8 questions.
And no food.
No food.
No, there was no food.
And finally, I made a joke. Right. I made a joke question at the end to try to end the whole thing, and it worked. It was like that's it. No more questions. Once the joke question is made, it's all over.
But then Pledger asked another.
Oh, Pledger is
the usual suspect. I mean, hey, you have
Pledger is now promoted into management, so he he feels like he's got to participate in things like that. Don't do it, bro.
Nah.
It's not.
It's
not good for anyone. It's not good for anyone.
But you did. The thing was, you didn't notice our other suit looking at us like one of y'all better ask a question.
No, I did not.
She was looking back like we ain't gonna end this now. One of y'all better ask a question. She was looking like somebody asking.
But then someone did, and that was enough.
Well.
Everyone knows in those meetings it's a one question required situation.
But for our suit, it made her look good that questions were asked. So she looked like you guys better act like you care.
Act like it.
I mean, for the most part, the thing about the radio business.
When was the moment where you realized this is what you really wanted to do with your life?
Well, the thing about the radio business is we're just a very thin layer of icing on top of what is a very thick cake. So whenever you have meetings and anything, the talent, as we are either mockingly or normally referred to, it has nothing to do with us.
No.
I mean, nothing. All we are is that thin layer of icing on top of this cake to make the cake look good. We're that little bit to get the people involved in buying and sponsoring and doing all the stuff of this massive cake of different things, and we're just this little icing on the top. And when you go to meetings, everything they talk about has nothing to do with us.
No,
I mean nothing.
There was no talk of we're excited about ratings. No.
I mean, it's never discussed in any meetings. Only time you ever hear about ratings is when you have a cardboard box stacked in front of you,
or when you're number one,
or number one or the other. If ratings is in the conversation, you're getting an attaboy or you're getting handed a box. So to sit in those kind of meetings for guys who talk for a living. And to be in one where we have nothing to do with the meeting. I mean, it was an hour long, and everything discussed literally had nothing to do with us. So
yet most of the questions
came
from
us
the
because
town.
We're sitting there like, why are we here? Okay, well, I'm going to do what I do for a living, and I'm going to ask a question. So it was there was a couple of sales questions, but those guys have been with him in rooms for a long time. They've already and all that stuff. He's re-stressing, and he's kind of like.
Somebody from the other side of the building. I've been in this industry for 25 years, and across town, no one ever came to visit us.
Well, that was actually a true statement.
Yeah,
that was actually true. But it was interesting that all the other side of the building, the admin, sales, promotions crew, they'd heard all this stuff before, and it was being reinforced. And one of the first things, you notice how often it was stressed about coming back to work. Because we're one of those companies that invited all of the staff to come back to work. There is no
working from home.
There is no mobile work or anything like that anymore with us.
I'm the last
and
one.
That was brought up several times.
Hey, I'm the last one working from home because I work from home after here.
And let that get out.
Yeah,
but it was more about for them, and I'll use like business words, synergy. Yeah. It was the synergistic effect of the gathering of minds and the serendipitous moments that arrive when different points of view and perspectives are in the same room for some time. You're like, so what you're saying is you just want me here on the desk.
Right.
And, we have to be here. So, again, it was another part of the conversation that had nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Well,
the place got cleaned up, and we got some new carpet out of it, so let's not.
That's true.
Let's not
we do have new carpet and new paint.
And anybody in the military is like having a general show up.
Mm-hmm.
You had somebody with some scrambled eggs on their hat, and they showed up, and we cleaned the place up. And you have to do that once a year. So we got new carpet out of it.
Yeah, and he didn't say anything.
Nah,
he didn't say anything to us. All he said was like, you guys are way better than the afternoon show. Keep it up. And we said, all right, well, we'll do our best.
Well, you just pick fights. You just picking fights.
Oh, I mean, all I'm doing is just stating facts. I mean, it's no big deal. Like,
picking fights.
We're the best show in the building, he said. Keep it up.
Well, no, actually, the other dudes got the attaboys.
Oh, yeah, the news talkers. Oh, yeah, they're very interesting, very intriguing.
Well, it's election season.
Yeah, well, guess what? Election day's over. Guess what? Yeah, now we're up.
Well, it's not, sadly. We got that election day is just going to linger on. Oh, what is coming, whether you're red or blue, a donkey or an elephant? Watching this Cornyn-Paxton slug bloodfest that's going to go on for the next 6 weeks is going to be absolutely enthralling and miserable.
So, were there any elections here locally that are going to shake things up?
Oh, yeah. Mayor Ron, now Judge Ron. County Judge Ron. That was a whopping.
Now, here, county judge seems to be, like, at least here, it seems to be kind of a...
It's the mayor of the county.
Yeah, it's like
it's not a judge. You're just that's the title given way back when.
You're the head of the...
Now, in the olden days...
You swing a bigger stick than the mayor.
Well, certainly you have more square footage.
Yeah.
But it's a partnership. But the city is a much bigger deal than the county because the county, is basically covering a lot of open land.
Yeah.
But the commissioner's court does have a fair amount of sway. It's a power base. And
okay.
Especially the county judgeship is one of those things. It's kind of like being the senator here in that most county judges, they sit for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like they become the captain of this battleship that becomes very difficult to turn.
Well, how long has this Judge Sakai been in?
He's had 2 terms, but he was really kind of handpicked from the previous administration. Nelson Wolff was the county judge that bailed San Antonio for years. So just a phenomenal term of leadership in our city's history because he came as mayor, much like Ron did. He was mayor for a minute and then became the county judge. So the Nelson Wolff effect covers 25 years.
Okay.
And I get the sense that the Nuremberg effect might be the next one to come.
So
I don't know if Ron has aspirations.
When was Ron Nuremberg the mayor?
He was term limited out, and he left as Grace as our new
So
mayor.
when this gal came in?
Yeah, a year ago.
Madam Mayor came in?
Yeah.
Okay.
A year ago, he was termed out.
Okay.
But he'd also been on city council.
Get back in the business,
but
baby.
Nuremberg had been on city council prior to that. So if you think of the span of his political life, it just got expanded by who knows, man. We're a Democrat county, and if you're the Democrat nominee, it's very difficult to lose.
Well, I will. I'm going to start planning my my campaign today, and
for
2 years from now. 2 years from now, Vic, will you be in my on my team, my campaign manager?
Well, what are you running for?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but something.
There's a KTSA
for a guy who
talent running for Congress, Randy Adams.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it go?
I don't know.
It didn't go well.
I know.
Okay.
I think the numbers are under 1%.
But still, he was on the ballot.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, the commercials.
He was on the ballot like the time I put my name into the NBA draft pool. No one called me. No one seemed to be interested in me. But I was there. I was available. But yeah, no one.
You still have 4 years eligibility. You can go back to college.
No one turned in a card for me. Well, this was back before you had to play college ball to be eligible.
Oh,
so
you don't have to play college ball.
You just have to be 2 years removed from high school or a year removed from high school. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll drop.
You got college eligibility.
Maybe I'll put my name back in that. I don't know.
Has anybody ever paid you to play basketball at any point in your life?
No.
Hey, well,
no.
You should call the Incarnate Word coach.
Ooh, now we're talking. What about you? You got any eligibility left?
All done.
Really?
Lost. That was over a decade of trying.
But I think now with the COVID year.
Well, I could throw in COVID. I could throw in a couple of wars.
Yeah.
I could throw in the Iraq War. I could throw in Desert Shield.
Yeah.
I'm throwing the Falklands.
We'll get you back in.
I could throw in a couple of war, I was in the military. I had to leave.
Yeah, you're like Ted Williams.
I could be. I could come back and think about the acorn that became the mighty oak.
That's right.
I'm about as slow as an oak now.
You
were nearly as high.
And imagine the publicity they would get for having a war
hero
on the team.
This is the kind of thing when we talk about making kids leave early.
This is what we're
missing out on. This story's like me, a 60-year-old man with no knees playing basketball yet again.
Oh, yes.
What's that school that only UTSA and one other school?
Biblical studies.
Biblical studies. I mean, there's a place for me, right?
Yeah. You have to be trying to
study the Bible.
You have to be a priest, but like, or a pastor.
I'll be like an acolyte. I'll be like nearly there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't want to be an altar boy. There's a whole other bunch of responsibilities there.
Hooping for Jesus.
So that's what you're sure so. But now
he is risen.
You're trying to legislate me out of a possibility here.
That's right.
Anyway, we made it to Wednesday.
We made it to Wednesday. We've got plenty to discuss. We'll talk some Spurs on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working an accident on 1604 northbound at Wiseman, right lane blocked. 35 upper level southbound at Martin Street. That's a stall. It's off to the shoulder, so your main lanes are getting by. 35 northbound O'Connor to Judson. We've got some ongoing road work. Stop and go from 410. And then southbound 35 Pat Booker Road to Tupper Wine. Right lane closed. Little bit of a delay from Evans. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Thinking about starting testosterone? Don't settle for one-size-fits-all dosing from your doctor or pay hundreds out of pocket at a TRT franchise. At Synergenics and Low T Center, they offer insurance-covered TRT customized to your body for effectiveness and safety. Their board-certified providers adjust your dose based on your labs and how you feel. This month, they are offering a free T-test for men, $200 off women's hormone testing, and major savings on GLP-1 weight loss treatment. Learn more at Synergenics.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
My car smells fresh, so fresh, always so fresh every day. My car smells fresh, so fresh, like I cleaned it yesterday. Got that Febreze car on the vents, living life with that just clean fresh. Yes, Febreze car, if you know, up to 40 there's a scent on low. My car smells fresh, so fresh, always so fresh every day. My car smells fresh, so fresh, like I cleaned it yesterday. That's right, breathe happy Febreze, la 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 la.
A message from Tia Mori, actress and Fair Celebrity Ambassador.
Game day isn't staged, it's lived. It's the shopping, the cooking, the laughter. For families managing food allergy, that same spirit of preparation means everything. Because food allergy isn't a lifestyle. It's a serious, life-threatening disease that can change everything in a moment. But being ready changes the story. It's knowing the signs, having a plan, and carrying epinephrine everywhere life takes you. Epinephrine is the only treatment that can stop a severe food allergy reaction known as anaphylaxis. It works quickly to reverse the symptoms and can save lives. As families and friends gather for the big game, we see what community looks like. It's one built on awareness, care, and love in action. Because readiness doesn't take away the risk. It brings back the joy. When you're ready to act, you're ready to live.
Visit foodallergy.org/ready to act to learn more.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Food truck owners, today business will be booming. People will love your new menu and not make special orders. You will not roll your eyes when someone calls it a quesadilla. You will also switch to Progressive to get 30 customizable coverage options and restore your inner peace. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and covered selections.
This is Carla Hall for Eggland's Best. Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious, farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. We've got classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Yeah, I hadn't heard this enough. How many of you guys have seen the Pink Floyd laser experience over the last 30 years?
I saw it one
the
time.
last 30 years, I've seen it.
That thing's been touring forever.
Yeah. Really freaky.
Well,
hey,
they don't recommend nor advise you use mind-altering substances.
Leave them alone. Because all in all,
well, you're going to have to eat your pudding.
Another brick in the wall. Oh, this makes me want to do drugs.
And look at lights.
Yeah.
Look at lasers.
Yeah.
It's lasers.
Yes. You can't have your pudding. That part of the song always does kind of weird me out.
The whole concept of this record was done under some sort of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got an idea for a song.
Yeah.
What?
Let's get a bunch of kids.
A bunch of kids that they're starving.
Yeah. Let's pay
No,
them 10
trust
cents.
me. Trust me. Trust me on this.
This will work.
And then we're going to set it to lasers.
Yeah.
Well, and turns out they were right. It
I'm
worked.
just saying, but somebody went, yeah.
Yeah. Guys who were on drugs
Let's
said
do
that. They said, yeah, these drugs are making me want to do that too.
You know, watching that movie about the Freddie Mercury and Queen, I was just kind of assumed that those anthem songs that Queen was good at, they just kind of happened. I just thought they were just kind of written and it happened. I didn't realize, you know what we need is they wrote intentionally these anthem rock songs.
Yeah.
And they were like, that was the plan. I thought it just kind of was serendipitous and it turned into that. No. A couple of those, we need another one of those, so what are the basics of that? And they just reproduced it.
Yeah, I never thought anything Queen did was by accident or happenstance. It's like I always thought Queen was so like
theatrical.
Yeah, like everything was planned.
But I felt like that first one. I guess, it wasn't, I think like We Are the Champions is obvious. You write that, it's going to be.
Are you talking about Bohemian Rhapsody?
Not so much that one. I was thinking of Another One Bites the Dust. Seems
okay.
Like that was. See, in hindsight, you go, well, of course they wrote this to get everybody,
of course,
in an entire 100,000 seat standing room.
Yeah.
Thump.
I mean, I don't know.
I kind of felt it was the opposite. Like they wrote it and it turned into that. But no, they were like, no, we know exactly what we're doing and we're going to do it several times.
Vic, what's the best Queen song? You know what it is. You and I agree on this one.
Not Bohemian Rhapsody?
Nope.
What's the other one? We Will Rock You?
Nope.
See, that's another one.
What's something that we agree on, Vic?
I don't
know. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round, baby.
And and the funny thing about that is, considering the source.
Yeah. But he knew what he was doing, man. He was
just considering the source.
He's selling it to.
I wonder if I could write the other way.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. That is the. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, down beside that red firelight.
Yep.
You gonna let it all hang out. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
Yep. Yeah, I married one.
Yeah, baby.
We're on a plank.
Everybody loves a fat bottom girl. San Antonio Spurs, 131-91 victory last night over the Sixers. Yeah, it was assault. And quite frankly, the Spurs took the fourth quarter off, or it could have been worse.
It was. There's something wrong with the league, man. I mean, I'm all for an ass whooping. I am. But that was a false win. I mean, we kicked the living crap out of that team, and we just kept going. It was a JV game. We started fast, got faster, and then in the third quarter, got even faster.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an absolute destruction by a team that did not care, by a coach that did not want to win, with a bunch of apathetic players and angry fans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not – it's good because it's fun when you win, but that's not good for anybody but backups who get to play in the fourth quarter. Lindy Waters had a fun time last night.
Yes.
But that was about it. You see that and you want – you guys, get off the court for the love of God. I don't want anybody to get hurt in something like this because it doesn't matter who's playing. This team doesn't want to win, nor do they care. I'm all for the win. I love the fact that we rolled, but that was embarrassing for the NBA last night. And I don't know what the fix is. I know they're going to work on it this summer, but there's something very deeply wrong with this league when we see blowouts like this in March. I get April.
I took a beating on Underdog yesterday because
everybody did. Everybody sat out early.
I had everything tied to Andre Drummond.
Well, he did defensively all right.
No, well, you know how many minutes Andre Drummond played?
8.
5.
Yeah, it wasn't many.
5 minutes, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. What? Now, he was on a pace for his rebound. He had 3 rebounds in 5 minutes, which is all I was counting on was I needed 9 rebounds. But he only played 5 minutes. And then he's out of the game. He never came back. He picked up 3 fouls in 5 minutes, gone. Ghost. See ya. You don't play anymore.
And why? Why play it?
Because I needed 9 rebounds.
I lost on him, too, although I'm glad they sat Maxey down or I'd have lost another one. But that kind of game is silly. I'm not angry with the win again. I love the fact that we got to showboat and dance around on the Philly stage. But
you like when Bismack and Kelly Olynyk get double-digit minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. I'm all for a competitive game finishing up late in the third, a coach calling it. I get that. But last night was just such a thorough – one team just did not care.
No, you're right.
I mean, it was just kind of – it's sad.
And it's not like the Sixers are the Wizards. Like, they're not tanking. At least they don't seem to be tanking. It's a playoff team.
Well, last night was an embarrassment. Or, I might be denigrating what was such an extraordinarily well-played basketball game by the Spurs. And that's not the case. I mean, you hit 18 threes, but 17 of them you're wide open. I mean, it was practice shots.
But the Sixers, they called it so early. Like, it was like, we're not winning. So they had no starter go over 25 minutes. And they just said, well, we're done, which, I mean, neither did the Spurs, but the Spurs were winning. The Sixers said, we're done fighting. They pulled everybody out and they played, it was Campaign and Adam Bona and, a bunch of guys.
Yeah. And, hey, I'm all about the win. Nice tune-up when we come home and we get Detroit again, and Detroit's going to have a point to prove. And I think that there's going to be a fair amount of attention on that game. So a nice little tune-up if you want to just shake off the cobwebs, but that was nothing to keep the blade sharp.
And they broke their 1-game losing streak. They said, you know what, enough of this.
Holy cow, man! I mean, That was one of those biblical beatdowns. My son, texted me about 5 minutes into the game and goes, Wemby's going to have a triple-double with blocks.
Well,
I mean, he sat down too soon.
Minutes, yeah.
But he would have.
Yep. Complete and utter dismantling. We'll talk about that a little bit more as the show goes on. We got some college hoops to talk. There's a lot to get into today, man. There's some NFL. The franchise tags came down. So plenty to discuss. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working an accident on 1604 northbound at Wiseman, right lane block. 35 upper level, southbound at Martin Street. That's a stall. It's off to the shoulder, so your main lanes are getting by. 35 northbound, O'Connor to Judson. We've got some ongoing road work. Stop and go from 410. And then southbound 35, Pat Booker Road to Tupperwine. Right lane closed, little bit of a delay from Evans. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Facing production swings or a tough skills gap? Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Find your local office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster for contract and full-time jobs. Visit ExpressPros.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Spurs are coming back home after wrapping up a long rodeo road trip in Philly.
And speaking of brotherly love, our good friend RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com will join us at 2:35 for the latest on the Dallas Cowboys.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Rock it, baby. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. A happy hump day. How was your nap yesterday, Rob?
I didn't get one.
What? Tuesday's your big day.
We were here. We were stuck here.
You didn't take a nap after you got home?
I had other stuff to do, man. I threw off my whole schedule.
Ugh.
Yeah, it did kind of throw me for a curveball.
Yeah, it was a long day.
That sucks. I mean, all right. Well,
yeah.
Damn. Sorry.
When it breaks up the routine.
I didn't mean to bring that up.
Such is life, but I do get a little fussy. My routine is broken.
Yeah, I feel you. Did you? You know what? Here's our daily lady basketball segment. And for everybody who gets mad at me when I say lady basketball, this time you can't because Tennessee, they call themselves the Lady Vols.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you call them the Women Vols? I don't know. They call themselves the Lady Vols. Well,
they chose their name.
Yeah. This Kaya Wynn, this is how you really show someone, Rob. You know, Kaya Wynn, who is a reserve guard on the Tennessee women's basketball team, said she is leaving the program. Her breaking point was what she felt was a slight on senior day this past weekend. Lady Vols had their regular season finale on Sunday. They lost to Vanderbilt 87-77. And Kaya Wynn didn't play in that game. She appeared in just 9 games this season after missing all of 24-25 because of an Achilles injury. She has been with the program for 5 years. This was her big senior night, and she didn't get into the game. The decision was not made lightly, she said. For the past 5 years, I've given my all for Tennessee, and I have not regretted so doing once. Obviously, my last 2 seasons on the team have been less than ideal for many reasons, but the one night I was most looking forward to was senior night. As someone who has never started a career game, I was hoping to start in my last appearance at Thompson Bowling. That obviously did not happen, and to be asked to check into the game with 15 seconds left while losing was not how I wanted to spend my final moments in my arena after 5 years.
You just answered your question in that sentence. They were losing.
Yeah. Right. Although that was not the sole reason, it was the breaking point for me. I have the utmost love and respect for my teammates in this program and wish everyone nothing but the best. But with that, she is leaving the program. So you're telling me, now that all the games are played.
Well, they're not done. They got tournament stuff.
Oh, you think this gal who can't even get into a game is going to be missed? They don't need her. You can't not be allowed to play and then say I quit the team. You can't be the 12th person on the bench and then post on social media that I'm leaving the team now that my senior day has passed and I didn't get to play. They don't care. Isn't it pretty obvious at that point? They don't care.
I don't know this background with her. It is unfortunate.
But isn't that a weird time to make the announcement?
Again, this is...
and for the announcement to be like front page of ESPN.com?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, what are you going to do? I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's not a good look for anybody.
They are they're the 6th seed in the SEC tournament. I don't even know if they're going to make the
they'll make it.
The college basketball tournament.
Yeah,
you know. They've lost 9 of their last 11 games.
Ooh, they might not make it,
including a 30-point loss at UConn.
Oh, they might not make it. This might be it.
And a 43-point loss at South Carolina.
See, you're telling me there's so much deeper going on in this. I mean, think of it. The University of Tennessee basketball team, the great Pat Summitt and the legacy of all that, lost by 43 points this year. You just define the problem. The program's in shambles.
Wow.
And if you're that bad, you probably should have played your seniors. You know, if you've lost 9 of 11, you probably should play your seniors.
It's probably the way I would have gone, but also,
like I said, this doesn't look good for anybody. It looks bad on the program. It looks bad on her. She looks like a child, and you're a product of 5 years in this. You'd think that you'd have matured to the point where you'd have understood. Unless there was a promise, you never know. The coach might have said, "You're starting tonight," and then she doesn't. I don't know, but that's such a crazy thing to hear from a senior. That, now I know. Tennessee lost a game by 43 points.
Yeah.
Pat was spinning in her grave.
Yeah.
And so there's more going on than just her leaving.
Kai Wynn has a bad attitude, I think.
I think that is pretty indicative probably of this entire team. Again,
You
the
say
University of Tennessee lost a game by 43 points. That's just when you said that, I almost fell out of my chair.
Are you saying all these women have bad attitudes?
I'm not going to go down that road, man. I'm not. I'm not going to put this on male or female. This is just an ugly.
No, I'm talking about these women.
I don't know. I hadn't thought about the Tennessee program all year, and this is just a terrible look for what sounds like the end of a terrible season.
Sometimes I like to ask Rob questions knowing that his wife might be listening to the radio.
I'm not going to go down that. I'm not going to pin this on women because I know a lot of dudes that would have done that too.
All right.
I've had a lot of kids that played for me that would have done that. So
it's like I told you when I was coaching a tournament once. And I had 15 kids on my roster, and we were going to have to play it was going to be like a 10-game tournament if we were going to win it. And after one game, this mom called me and was like, hey, is my son going to play? Because if not, we don't need to wait around for – I said, ma'am –
Your answer is no right now.
I said, ma'am, your son is the 14th kid out of 15 on this roster. If he wants to pack up and leave, I got 14 other kids who will be glad to see him go because that means number 15 is going to be real excited. No one cares. Don't threaten me with a good time, lady. Yeah. I think that's what Kai Wynn was. Kai Wynn was like, hey, I'm going to take my 0 minutes and 0 points, and I'm going to leave if you don't start respecting me.
I get this.
Girl, bye. Bye.
I don't even know
Bye,
why.
Felicia.
I don't know why it's even newsworthy, to be honest with you.
It is odd.
It's like they're picking a scab at Tennessee.
Dude, this was literally...
Jeez.
This is the top headline on ESPN.com.
If she was a former star that had ever had any role at any point, this is a
very weird thing.
The 12th person on a team that's still limping from an Achilles injury.
Very weird thing. All right, we'll be right back. Wrap up hour number 1. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, PPL Motorhomes, and Ancira Auto Group. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagel. You know, now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail. Who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year? Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. You know, your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free Gold IRA info kit. Again, secure to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
The second I see that Chick-fil-A text in the group chat, I'm throwing my shoes on and running out the door. Hey, I'm Layla.
And I'm Kaylin.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is
how it feels like an easygoing morning.
The chicken adds the most flavor. It's juicy and seasoned.
The biscuit is just very light and airy and fluffy, just like a cloud.
I also love to put jelly on mine so it's sweet and savory.
It's a good start to the day.
Mornings are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit and Simply Orange Juice. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Big games, weekend trips, last-minute plans. That's why Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is opening their doors to new furry family members this month. With over 6,000 feet of indoor play space, 5 outdoor play yards, and fully trained staff supervising your pup's every move, your dog stays happy, safe, and active while you're away. Add grooming, training, and special one-on-one time to make every day, every stay unforgettable. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
The locks.
The locks.
Yeah. I think they're friends with Diddy, though. I don't know if we're allowed to like them.
That's the same label, but it's
what
not
kind
Diddy.
of friend?
They about it. I need to know if they
I'll
look
look into it.
Did they do any freak offs? Are they invested in Johnson & Johnson?
Nah, Diddy probably owed them money, so they didn't show up.
Yeah.
When they get up off the couch, is it a whole body Soul Glow patch? Like all baby oil down to the...
Follow the drip.
All the way through.
Man, what an idea to drug the baby oil.
Jeez.
You gotta be a devious son of a...
That is
right?
some devious stuff, man. I know they're already freaky. Let's get them real freaky.
Yeah. Like,
they're not freaky enough.
I know.
First of all, now
you're already putting baby oil on. You're already halfway home.
I'll be honest. I've never been in a sexual relationship where I was like comfortable enough in it to go, you know, it'd be hot. Let's just spray baby oil all over each other.
And baby oil and forget about the cleanup. You know, the best thing about that, again.
I'm so lame.
Again, thinking back on that Diddy special from 50 Cent. Remember that producer that was on a boat and he was like, and then I was waking up and I could tell that there was something that had my butt hurt.
Sore.
Yeah. Dude, I am on the plank off the boat.
I'm out, man.
You wake up, I don't remember what happened, and after like 6 or 7 times,
I'd stop
on the 7th time?
I'd stop going to that party, friend.
And I was all sore, and I didn't know what was going. Dude,
just felt, but everything else felt good. Like it was like I was going to make some money.
And they were hanging. We were boys, and then the lights would go out, and I'd wake up all sore. God.
That's crazy. It's not funny, Vic.
Yes, it is. At some point, brother, it's on you.
Yeah. DeReal Renji says, speaking of baby oil, release the files for the Epsteinth time. Well,
we're busy.
Diddy's distracting from the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
We're busy.
You know what else was intended to distract from the Epstein files? Luka and JJ Redick getting into it on the sideline. They were like,
yeah.
All they're doing is it's.
You know, the funny thing
look
about
over
this
here,
is,
sleight of hand.
As this happens, LeBron might have had his best game of the year last night.
You did?
Well, LeBron stuffed the box. I mean, he had 20 and
LeBron's
7.
had a couple really good games recently.
He is such a teacher's pet. I mean, the moment Luka's in trouble, LeBron's shining.
Well, I mean, why does JJ Redick have this job?
Oh,
let's be serious. There's one reason. It's LeBron James.
And I'm joking about the thing, but it's such LeBron-like when he gets the chance to shine and be the golden child, he steps right into the role. He's right there while Luka's in the doghouse for over-dominating the ball and not getting the minutes he likes.
Yeah, Redick said, I don't know why that moment went viral. It felt very normal to me. Basically, it was Luka got subbed out, and he skipped a fist bump on Redick.
He's right.
And Redick followed him down the sideline and was like, oh, you didn't bump my fist, bro.
which was weird too.
Which, by the way, is not normal. Like, if somebody misses a fist bump, okay, you move on.
Well, you got to keep him happy.
Especially a walking fist bump. Like, it's more awkward to go back and change your path to go get the fist bump than to just, if you don't get it, then you just move on.
Okay, let's look at the pantheon of coaches.
Everyone knows that.
Even in the league today. Let's say Spoelstra. Spoelstra's probably the most senior coach in the league.
He is the most.
Yeah, just by respect and years. And Bam Adebayo. No, who's the best? Tyler Hero.
Okay.
Maybe a temperamental star.
Okay.
Comes off, and Spoelstra's going to give him the bump, and Hero doesn't bump. Do you think Spoelstra follows Hero down to bench?
No.
Do you think he gives a crap?
No.
No, and I don't understand why Redick gave a crap other than he knows I am about fourth highest on this totem pole. And if Luka doesn't like me, I'm gone.
No one likes to be left hanging. I get it. But you have to consider Luka can't go back. Once the fist bump's gone, it's gone. You can't, like, what are you going to do? Yell at me, why didn't you bump my fist?
Well, that's
that sounds
kind of
crazy.
what he did.
That sounds crazy.
Did. It's weird, but I think he's like, he cannot risk alienating Luka or LeBron. If I alienate those guys, I'm on a bus tomorrow.
Yeah.
They call Pelinka or whoever, what the new owner who's more than willing to change things up. Hey, man, I don't like this coach. Boom. So I think he realized this is one of those CLMs. If I get Luka mad at me, I will limit my career.
Vic, imagine yesterday, Vic, when you met the big boss.
Right.
If you would have reached out your hand to shake his hand.
It's too slow.
And he would have walked by without shaking your hand and went and talked to someone else. Would you have, like, followed him and got back in his face and said, hey, man, I'm trying to shake your hand?
Or would you just
move on?
I don't know. No, I would just move on.
You just move on. That's what normal people do.
Actually, it's the other way around. Yeah. Let's say Vic was sitting there. The owner walked by, and Vic reached out.
No. In this world, you're considering that J.J. Redick has more power in the organization than Luka does.
I'm just saying the coach and the player. And we had the coach, and the coach reached out, and Vic, nah, I don't like that. I don't think the owner would have gotten up and followed Vic.
Yeah.
They're like, you don't like it? That's fine. Go sit down.
And especially, J.J. grabbed him by the wrist and he tried to force a bump. And you can't force a bump.
I'm not mad at you, bro.
No, get...
Take it. No.
You know how crazy you look when you grab somebody's hand and try to bump them?
How desperate are you?
They didn't want to bump.
Hey.
He just didn't want to bump.
Give me something, bro. Give me some love. It's a tenuous relationship.
Leave him alone. It's very weird. J.J. Redick's a weirdo,
Do you think he'd have chased like DeAndre Ayton or Rui Hachimura?
No.
Didn't give him a little love.
No,
you think J.J. would have chased Reed?
No. J.J. Redick he gives me weird vibes. I don't know.
We all know who J.J. is.
He's a decent coach. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's a good coach, but in generally a pretty well refined a-hole.
But also, don't say. I thought this was totally normal when you chased a guy down and tried to force a fist bump.
That's the other part of it. In whose world is that normal?
No,
I mean, that's a normal day in your life. Your kids just walk by you.
You don't walk by me without fist bumping me,
man.
You're
gonna acknowledge me, son.
All right, whatever, man. He says, I don't think much of it at the time. To be honest, I didn't think much of it at the time. No, you clearly did, J.J. Redick. You clearly did because you followed him and then you gave him the business while he was sitting down trying to You're like, hey, blah 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 blah, pointing fingers and stuff. What a weirdo.
It's an everyday thing. And that aside, I have been, I don't know, pleasantly is the right word, but I've been surprised at how well this has actually worked. I mean, they're not overly successful, but it's not a team in turmoil.
No, they haven't been a disappointment this year. We can at least give them that. Despite all the injuries and the time missed, they've done okay. So, but it is a little odd.
Yeah, it's looking a little sour as we get closer to the playoffs, and two of the biggest 10 players in the league ain't there.
And then he said, I was talking to Luke about it. We were actually laughing at it. I was like, I didn't feel any tension. He was like, no, I didn't either. Yeah, okay.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case? Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
In the U.S., 1 in 5 children with cancer will not survive. But there is hope because of you. Help give them more birthdays, more moments, more tomorrows, because every child deserves a chance to grow up. Give them tomorrow. Support St. Jude today.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that wreck at I-10 eastbound at Foster Road. 2 right lanes are blocked as you stop and go from WWY. 1604 northbound just north of I-10. That wreck is still there. Right lane, Converse area. As you slow from FM 1346. On southbound 35, the connector to 37281 downtown. That stall is blocking the connector ramp. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Hey, they're coming home. The Spurs wrapped up their rodeo road trip in Philadelphia last night in grand fashion. They beat them 131-91. Everybody scored. Everybody had a good game. They were led by Dylan Harper's 22. They did hit 18 threes. It was an easy win. Victor Wembanyama was named the NBA's Western Conference Player of the Month, and he was standing beside the head coach of the Western Conference Team of the Month. The Spurs and Mitch both got the awards. Wemby averaged 22.5 points and 11.3 boards, 3.5 blocks, and sold some popcorn. And, of course, Mitch Johnson went undefeated in February. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
$7:01. Hey now. Do you have me potted down again,
It was
Vic?
like a residual ghost voice.
I know.
Yeah, I'm having computer issues right now, and I was attending to that instead of looking at the mic.
Oh.
See the smoke in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, this morning I walked in, and yet again, I look in the door, and I see Vic hanging out of the ceiling.
Oh, taking out the light.
Oh, God. Well, the boss is here, so it doesn't work today.
Yeah.
Oh, you were taking out a light?
He was doing something. He was.
Yeah, we had
all I saw was his legs.
Yeah, we had to have the lights on while they're here, the big bosses, but once they're gone, I can make it dark in here again.
Did those big bosses even come in your room?
No.
I can't imagine.
Which is why I don't understand why I couldn't just leave it off. But
Hey, do you think we're going to get new carpet on the walls?
Oh, that's a big ask, but why not?
I don't know.
It wouldn't match.
We
You want
need
the
to.
carpet to match the drapes.
Right.
Or do you?
Can't have that.
We all like a little surprise now and again.
Hey, the carpet.
Hey, you're not blonde.
No, the carpet on the walls, I want to say, is literally about maybe, 35, 40 years
Oh,
old?
easily. There's mold and cocaine in there from the 70s.
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
let's take it down.
And a lot of stains.
A lot of. We don't want a black light in here.
No, do not put
it's
a
either.
Because
It's one or the other.
where there's cocaine, you know what else is there?
Blood.
Oh, yeah.
And other organic materials.
That's right.
Yeah, no black light.
Blood,
Hey,
urine, or God, I hope it's blood.
The Arizona Cardinals are moving on from Kyler Murray.
Did you see this coming? Honestly, I like to say I did. I did not see that coming.
I can't say that I did, because I just thought, oh, there's too much money left. And the truth of it is this, and I might be silly for saying this because I'm one of the guys who always says, attendance is part of the grade. You got to, if you don't show up, then what's the point? Kyler Murray, even, despite all his problems staying on the field, is at worst a top 20 quarterback in the league. At worst. And at best, on his best times, he's borderline top 10. So usually when you've got a guy like that, you'll do everything you possibly can to try and figure that out.
Especially if you feel like he's never really been figured out. They've gotten some things, but everything seems to have nothing has worked completely yet. And you feel like if I got all the pieces and I keep him healthy, and more importantly, I keep him motivated, which might be the reason he's gone.
Yeah.
There's imminent success. He is a weapon. He's a valuable weapon when applied appropriately. And I thought, this would have been his fourth coach.
Yeah.
So I thought, they've done so much.
No, third. It was Cliff, and it's just third.
And they've done so much. They've drafted for him. They've hired coaches for him. They've had OCs for him. And it I guess good money after bad. And they talked to the Bidwells, and Bidwells are not renowned for being the sharpest knives in the ownership box. But the new coach is like, yep, let's pull the plug on this one.
He signed a 5-year, $230 million extension in 2022. The Cardinals are expected to – so here's the deal. The fifth day of the new league year, he is due $19.5 million guaranteed as a roster bonus. If they release him with a post-June 1 designation, they would take on $47.5 million in dead cap this year, $7.2 next year, and be saving $5.1 million on the cap.
But they chose not to do that.
I'll say this. If I were a team that was in quarterback shambles,
Minnesota,
but I felt like I had enough around them that I don't want to deal with trying to see if a rookie can work or not, I would be very interested in him.
Minnesota, Miami.
Minnesota. I was going to say Atlanta.
Atlanta was brought up too. I think they're viable. Famous James brought them up.
What about?
I don't know how much they're in on Penix though.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's the other one. First of all, if you're a GM and you're one of the 31 other teams, if you don't make a call to the agent, you're not doing your due diligence, because I don't know what he's looking for. And if you got any question about future quarterback or just an injury here, he might come to you. You never know. But there's 3 teams, especially those 2. I think the Vikings and the Steelers are insane if they don't call it.
I mean, I'd laugh at this team all the time. They could make a good decision and probably call him. What about the New York Jets? Not that I think the Jets are a quarterback away from being competitive, but the Jets, I get Kyler Murray with a broken foot is better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, I get it. But if I'm Murray, the Jets might be the last place I want to land. I mean, it might be the only place I could. That would almost assure me a starting spot, which I don't necessarily agree with. But I think there's certainly crazier things have happened is where I'll put it. But I don't think it would be his or their first choice.
What is odd to me is now, even though knowing that Kyler Murray is going to be available, most of these top free agent lists say that Malik Willis is the top free agent quarterback. Like Malik Willis is better than Kyler Murray. I can't believe that.
No, that's not a true statement. He's cheaper.
I don't think he's going to be. I think he's going to be the highest paid free agent this offseason.
Well,
I think because people are he's an unscratched ticket. And Kyler does feel a little like he's scratched, but when he is on the field, and I gave you those stats yesterday, when he's on the field, he's done things that only Cam Newton and Josh Allen have done.
That's why he'll get more than he's going to get paid. I can't imagine if it's him or Malik Willis, and I would pay Willis more. Maybe there's a team that just checks out on the attitude, and that's why he gets it. But if it's skill and ability, there's no question it's Kyler Murray. I mean, no question at all, because not only has he done it once or twice, he's been consistently doing it when he's on the field. I know he can do it. I don't know Malik can do this.
I think if you are Minnesota, the easy thought is let's do a 1-year deal with Kyler.
Which is, if I'm Kyler, that's what I want.
I don't want to throw J.J. McCarthy was a 10th pick in the draft. J.J. McCarthy might still have something. I'm not willing to give up on him after 1 year.
Dude, but considering how all in they went.
Yeah, I don't think you can give up on him after 1 year. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be great. I don't know that he is. But at a minimum, you can't throw him back out there next year without some sort of way of showing he's improved.
Hey, man, I'm looking at what Darnold did for just a year, man. We'll try it again.
So I'll go out. I'll pay Kyler Murray for a year. I think Kyler Murray with that coaching staff could be very successful.
I hope.
And if you can't afford Kyler, okay, you've at least given J.J. McCarthy a year to marinate.
I think that makes so much sense. But
also, Rob, if you wait a year on J.J. McCarthy, people will forget how crappy he was, and you can trade him. Somebody will take him.
That's absolutely. That's why I don't sign him for more than a 1 year plus player, whatever, a team option on the next, whatever. I pay you a little bit on the next year just to keep you around if I have to. But if you're not Minnesota or Pittsburgh is another interesting scenario because
the Rodgers question looms.
Yeah, and no one has really defined to me how into each other McCarthy and Rodgers are. They both intimated that it'd be okay. I don't know. And if I'm McCarthy, I'm a short-termer anyway. I think he's pretty comfortable in the fact that he got about 4 years, or they're going to hire his heir apparent pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well McCarthy and Kyler Murray would fit either.
He's an old pro. I know he brings an offense, and I think he would be you combine Pittsburgh and McCarthy, and the combination of the two could be perfect to rectify a career with Kyler. I mean, he might get the pressure from within and without to become a more of a, I don't know, and this might be a perception that might have already changed, more of a professional. It just always felt like Kyler was kind of like, I'm so supremely talented, I've been able to get away with not being totally focused and in on everything. And I'm not saying that he's not now, but I know that was the perception a couple of years ago. And that will not apply in Pittsburgh. It won't fly. Fans won't take it. GM won't take it. I mean, that's just not how you live. And that, if I'm his agent and the money is appropriate, there's no better place to go rehab your career than playing for McCarthy in Pittsburgh, because it doesn't take a whole lot of success for people to love you.
Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski, the brain trust in Atlanta, they are dealing with a Kirk Cousins situation that apparently they're going to have to move on from just because financially it wouldn't make sense. And Michael Penix tore his ACL in, November, December? He's not going to be ready to go to start the season.
It's a lot of money at quarterback.
But you've already got a
team on the roll, right?
And by the way, Michael Penix, when he was out there, he was 4-8 as a starter. It's not like he was setting the world on fire.
So
he's
given that we haven't talked enough about Atlanta and what Stefanski's going to do. I was starting to kind of figure that they were going to maybe try to keep Cousins around till Penix got healthy again. But that's not going to happen.
That's too cost prohibitive.
It is. So I think they're going to have to make a move, but I don't know if Stefanski has certainly done stuff with lesser quarterbacks. That hadn't done a lot, but he certainly knows what to do with a lesser quarterback because he's had them.
Yeah.
And Kyler is certainly far better than those guys. That might be an interesting fit. Cleveland might be an interesting place to land, or Atlanta. I'm trying to there's some other teams that might jump into this.
I know the Raiders have the first pick in the draft.
Nah, that's crazy. I don't think they would do that. You're rewriting the slate. I don't want Kyler Murray and Francisco in the same room. I don't want them to know each other.
I'm not talking about that.
You're talking about just get a quarterback and,
I'm talking about
go draft
using
somebody
your
else?
first pick on the best player in the draft instead of the best quarterback in the draft.
You think sanity will take hold in Atlanta, Oakland, or in Vegas? No, I don't.
I think that would be a wise move.
It would be it would be so un-Raider-like. This is shaking the snow globe. They're rebuilding. They're not reloading in Vegas. And a 5-year, 6-year quarterback ain't the answer for them.
You mentioned the Colts. If the Colts knew what was going to happen, maybe they wouldn't have put the tag on Danny Dimes.
They cut him?
Damn it. We could have had, if we wanted a mobile quarterback who was hurt all the time, we could have gotten this one.
We're picking the most likely. What would be the best? What would be the place the place for him to land where the table is set, his style could play, and could really change the team?
Well, I think Minnesota.
I think so. That just makes sense for everybody.
Just because what we saw Minnesota do 2 years ago, we know that they have a quarterback whisperer at coach. They feel like the roster there is good enough to compete. It's a tough division. Everybody's pretty decent in that division. But I would say them, and I would say Atlanta is in that conversation too, just because, and I say Atlanta only because that division is so winnable.
I tend to agree.
Why aren't we talking about the New Orleans Saints? I know they're like, we're going to try Tyler Shuck, but Kyler Murray's better than Tyler Shuck.
But I think I put New Orleans although New Orleans is kind of primed to get a little bit better this year. I think they're going to make a couple of steps, but I think they're a lot like the Raiders. Why take that on when we can continue on a process that seems to be, they're ahead of the Raiders, but for the Saints, they were a pleasant surprise last year. They won more games than I thought they would. Yeah. And I think they're going to get a little bit better, and that process is working. I don't think the Saint fan is clamoring to jump to the playoffs other than, we want to win some more, but not sacrifice.
Just because you're in a division where it's a real easy jump to the playoffs is all I'm thinking.
I just wonder if they have the wherewithal to do that. I think that there will be a surprise team that gets in the mix. I'm just trying to figure out which one that is.
And the Dolphins are another one, but although it does feel like Kyler is just supercharged Tua. He's a more talented version of Tua. You still have the same injury issues. You still have the same, undersized.
Mm-hmm.
He's a much better athlete. He's a better runner.
And if they still had Mike, they might consider it. If the McDaniel's still around, that might be a consideration because that's kind of the style he wants to play. But that's all gone.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's hard. I think we've kind of discussed every team that would be a remotely decent
He's such
fit.
a unique talent that it's going to – if you find the right situation and you find the right coach and you find a lot of things, you could get some lightning in a bottle because he is the type that can single-handedly win a game or two on his own.
Yeah. I'm not I mean, what's the I guess Bo Nix will be back for the – can you imagine Sean Payton with Kyler Murray?
He might kill
Kyler Murray. You're right. Yeah, I can't. I think the teams that we've discussed. That's pretty much all the teams that make sense.
Then you look at the teams that have quarterbacks.
Although
that
I'll still argue Tennessee.
Oh, why? Why not?
Because because I'm the only person in the world who looks at Cam Ward and reasonably says, "Man, this guy's not very good," and then looks at the statistics and says, "Yep." Says he's not very good, but then everybody else says, yeah, but he's good.
But the problem there is if a GM was to go, that GM, the one that drafted, and gets another quarterback, he's just admitting
that he blew it.
I blew this, and just your ego alone and your need to protect your job will keep you from doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the easy answer is, but all I know is there is now a quarterback available that I guarantee can help somebody.
I asked you in the break, and I think this is a good question the GM should ask. I wonder when he got the news, when his agent called him and said, hey, I just heard they're cutting you. I wonder what his response was. Do you think he was mad, or do you think he felt free at last, let me go someplace where I'm appreciated?
I'm guessing he ignored the call because he was in the middle of a game.
I'm playing GTA!
Bro, call me back in a little bit. I'm on a final boss on Double Dragon.
So, seriously, it would show a sign of maturity that, it's time to go. I think we all realize you probably need to be someplace else, but there's the embarrassment for the first time in his life. He got cut.
Yeah.
That's a kick in the nuts.
Franklin says, what if Kyler goes to Kansas City for a year while Mahomes recovers for a show-me year? The problem with that is Kyler Murray knows that if he's there for a show-me year and Mahomes is ready to go by week 9, then Kyler Murray's sitting on the bench for the rest of the year.
And the last thing I need to do is compared to Mahomes.
Don't look at me next to him. I don't want to stand next to him.
I don't want to throw next to him, run next to him. I mean, I can outrun him, but that's it.
A couple places you want to avoid. Kansas City's one of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll talk about the Daniel Jones decision on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Hey, how's your water? That's a question you don't get asked very often, is it? Considering the glass of water coming out of your faucet should never really be a thought, especially if you have a Connecticut water softener. Connecticut's been part of San Antonio's fit and fabric for as long as I can remember. I've owned 3 houses in my life, 4 houses, and 3 of them have had Connecticut, and I would have had the 4th, but they're not where I was. Connecticut has kept my pipes clean, taken care of my appliances, made sure my skin isn't dry, and my pets are drinking clean, clear water all the time. And there's a lot of benefits to Connecticut, like the little things you don't consider. Like, you don't even plug a Connecticut in. It's not going to suck 1 penny of power off of your bill. It's not going to do that. And when it doesn't run like your old water softeners to kind of clean itself, whatever that was, that doesn't happen with a Connecticut. It uses less salt, too. So it protects your home like none other, and it saves you money. What are you waiting on? The number 656 Pure. Well, I know what you're waiting on. The gift. Right now, if you go ahead and call Connecticut, there is a reverse osmosis drinking station waiting over there for you with your name on it, free of charge. You put it on they've got the decor to match your pretty decor, and you'll never have to buy another water bottle. You'll have clean, clear tea and all the stuff you love all the time. So call them now at 656 Pure. Go to their website and get all the details at ConnecticutSA.com. But listen, you want the very best, go get Connecticut today, and I know you're going to thank me tomorrow.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kills shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Club, PPL Motorhome, Homes and Ancira Auto Group. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
For decades, Rudy's Barbecue has been serving San Antonio incredible barbecue. They've also been a legacy community champion, and now is no different. Every time you visit Rudy's Barbecue, you're invited to make a $10 donation to the Puppy Food Bank, and Rudy's will give you $15 in free barbecue on your next visit. So head on over to Rudy's Barbecue for a great meal and help the Puppy Food Bank support pet rescue shelters at the same time. This Rudy's Barbecue offer is a doggone good deal.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Go, go, go!
When in Rome?
When in Rome.
Pretty close.
I'm just
Pretty
saying,
close.
there's a lot of similarities.
They came out about the same time, literally within the same year. There was definitely a theme.
Drum machines and
Sync music.
bing, bing.
And being
And a bunch
real
of
skinny
bells.
Brits. Real heroin skinny Brits with tall,
With hair on their
shiny
face.
hair, yeah. And makeup.
Yeah. yesterday was franchise tag day, and the decision has been made for the Colts to use the transition tag on Danny Dimes, which basically what it means is the Colts have first right of refusal, I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, ain't nobody knocking on this door.
So if someone says, hey, this is what we'll pay you, the Colts can look at that and go, okay, we'll do it.
There are certain guys in life that are just born on the right day under the right star. And he is one of them. He's ass backwards himself into a $40 million deal.
Yeah, he's going to get a 1 year $37.83 million.
37.8. I mean, it's the Kirk Cousins. Some dudes just be there at the right time at the right place. You don't got to be great. You just got to be good enough.
I mean, it helps when you're 6'5", 240 and can run.
But, I mean, he has been, I think we can say, a pretty abject failure. People have lost their jobs because of his play.
Yeah.
And he sits today. Kyler Murray is cutting a free man out and about, and Danny Dimes was protected and cuddled by the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, here's the truth. Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones, you can draw a lot of comparisons between the two.
But one was Heisman Trophy expected, and Danny was the gem, the GM's wonder. I found him, and look what he did, and he's going to go to the playoffs, and it was fool's gold on both sides. Neither one of them turned out, and they're on different sides of the coin, but I get the comparisons. But I look at Kyler as he was born to it, and Danny Dimes fell ass backwards into it.
Well, here's what I would argue. I would argue that if you showed me Daniel Jones and Kyler Murray and I didn't know who they were, and you said one of these guys is an NFL quarterback, one of them was born to be an NFL quarterback, I promise you it's not the guy that's 5'9".
I agree. The comparisons are, but Kyler Murray was the best at doing what he does since he was a freshman in high school. Yeah. He was drafted in the first round in 2 professional leagues. He won the Heisman Trophy. He won everything. He's the greatest player in Texas high school football history.
Yeah.
And he's sitting next to Danny Dimes goes, look who I'm compared to.
Well, I mean, Daniel Jones is a top 10 draft pick.
I'm not saying he's not. But
here's the thing.
If you'd have told me on the same day that Danny Dimes got paid $40 million and Kyler Murray got cut.
Well, sometimes isn't it about timing?
All of it. Lucky. I'd rather be Danny Dimes. I'd rather be lucky than good.
Daniel Jones is coming off the best season he's ever had.
And it wasn't that good.
Despite being injured at the end of it.
Again, I'm praising him. Well, I'm like, dude, how did you get here? How are we talking about you being tendered, franchised, and protected while Kyler Murray is on the unemployment line? How did we get here?
I really do think it's because Daniel Jones gave the Colts. So remember the Colts, I mean, they started off the season on fire.
Yeah.
And then after Daniel Jones got hurt, things collapsed. And the Colts can look at that and go, man, if we would have had that all season, we would have been a playoff team.
I don't blame them. I'm not down on Danny Dimes. I think he had a bad situation, and he made a GM and a coach look really good and then really bad.
Yeah.
And if you take the middle, you throw out the Russian judge and the American judge, and you take the average, yes, he deserves where he is. It's just the matter of happenstance as to how we got here. That this dude's going to end up highly paid and moderately successful.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray, well, the book's still out, but just the dichotomy of these two quarterbacks, and they're essentially the same age, and kind of brought a skill set that raised coaches for a minute and then got them both fired. One's unemployed. The other one's got a team that's more than happy to have them.
Yeah, the Colts started 8-2, and then after their bye week, they lost to the Chiefs in overtime. And then the game after that is the game that Daniel Jones got hurt in. They lost that, and that was the start of a 7-game losing streak to finish the season. Started 8-2, finished 8-9.
They lost Taylor. I'm not going to put that all on Dimes, even though he was hurt.
I'll give you one. I mean, this is a wild. The only game. So the 9 games that the Colts lost last year, they only lost 2 games to non-playoff teams. No, one game to a non-playoff team. They lost to Rams at Pittsburgh, at Rams, at Pittsburgh, at Kansas City. Kansas City's the one non-playoff team they lost to last year, and that's the Kansas City freaking Chiefs. Texans, at Jags, at Seahawks, 49ers, Jags, Texans. I mean, I understand why the Colts are, but that all now on the other side of that coin, their wins. I mean, they beat Denver, they beat the Chargers. Everything else was Miami, Tennessee, Vegas, Arizona.
And the good news is a lot of those teams they get to play again. A lot of those are division games.
But I see why the Colts looked at last year, despite finishing 8-9, as a sign of hope.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming off of drafting Anthony Richardson, so you're coming off that, and you still have a quarterback. Jonathan Taylor is still a revelation when healthy. So we know that he and Murray are just going to need more help than we thought they were going to need. But when the help's there, I mean, I don't want to defame Danny Dimes. All I'm saying is sometimes it's better to be lucky and good. And Kirk Cousins and Dimes and a couple other guys, you're born on the right day, the stars were bright or whatever happened, and for the rest of your life, you're just going to be there at the right place at the right time due to your effort, due to your work. I mean, that's perspiration and preparation meet opportunity, and they have. But somebody go hang out with Danny because he's living under a lucky star.
Well, the other thing is Jonathan Taylor, when Daniel Jones got hurt, Jonathan Taylor went from being the favorite to be Offensive Player of the Year to being I don't even think he was a finalist.
Yeah, they fell off.
Like he went from running for like 100-something yards per game to like 40.
But it feels like Kyler set the table to be in the Sam Darnold catbird seat. I mean, he can really make a name for himself next year. And I think Dimes, same way. I think you could put some things to bed this year with a good year. That the investment was worth it. You just needed a little bit of support other places that the Giants never gave you, and you were exactly what was drafted. And I think both, in very different paths, have landed in the right spot at the right time. And Kyler free to shop for a place that is more fitting for his purposes and gets a year to prove it with a little bit of money.
Well, and Daniel Jones getting to play indoors where he is not having to deal with the weather. He's as long as he can stay healthy, I think if he has another year like last year and can stay healthy, I think he's going to get a lot of money next offseason.
Very much. And
because he's one of the get-off-the-bus guys. You see him and you go, that guy should be really good at football.
And prime candidate for comeback player of the year with injuries and stuff like that. The table's certainly set for him, and he's got talent around him. And that, first and foremost, is the thing you need for an average quarterback or a middling quarterback anyway.
I think it's actually they've already etched the trophy for Patrick Mahomes to be a comeback player of the year next year. I'm sorry.
I guess that's a given.
That's already been decided.
The player of the year.
The league decided.
Whatever it is, not named Pat.
Yeah, it's you get second place, Mr. Jones, second place. Yeah, it's a weird tag too. And now the question becomes: is there a team out there who would be willing to pay Daniel Jones to see? What
do you think Kyler's worth? Because if Danny's worth 38,
yeah, again, it's all depend on how risk averse you are on if you're willing to pay. Like, I don't think Kyler Murray's contract is all that. Like the contract he had in Arizona, I don't think was all that.
No, it was a very
horrible in hindsight. Like it's just he just couldn't play,
and it was a pretty
couldn't
good
get on the
buyout.
field.
But I think that he'll command right in that area, right? I think 25 to 30 would be an appropriate amount of money for a 1-year show-me deal.
Oh, I believe. I think he'll get more than 30,
depending on who's calling. But yeah, I think that's the starting point. I think we're looking right at where Danny Dimes is, 38. But you do have a stink of being cut. But if there's 5 teams calling, that number will go up for sure.
Like Kirk Cousins is going to make $45 million.
Yeah, everybody looks at that and goes, throw Deshaun's deal out and throw Cousins' deal out, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in that Geno Smith, $38 million or whatever it was for him. I think it's $37, $38 million.
That's true. I'd pay it.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, for a year, and I'm not committed long term.
And then if he's good, now you'll have to pay him. You got to keep rolling the dice with a guy who's constantly hurt, which sucks, but I don't know. Would you rather have that or just keep playing the guessing game and hoping that something falls into your lap? Like, this might be what's falling into your lap.
That's it. I look at it like that, AJ. I think if I have an opportunity for Kyler Murray and I'm truly looking for a quarterback, I'm going to go pay him. I mean, it's double what I was expecting to pay for my quarterback this year because I was probably trying to grow one and have an older place with someone in place. But knowing I got a talent that I know can win given the right circumstances, and not only can win, but can be electric, can sell tickets and bring guys into the stands other than those that want to see the W. I would roll the bones. I think that he's got a personality that needs to be tapped. I think there's a place for him in the league, but it has to be the right place, and it has to be a GM that's very comfortable that he's going to be here next year to make that decision to cut him if need be, or to go and keep him and have the wherewithal to convince everybody around him that it's worth the $200 million that it'll cost.
2024, when Kyler Murray played a full season, played enough to qualify, he was 9th in the league in QBR, which put him ahead of Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, a lot of names on that list. C.J. Stroud.
Now, when you hear that, you go, really?
Yeah, Dak Prescott, he was better than. There's a.
Well, keep in mind, Cowboy fan, Kyler rolled into Dallas and waxed our ass. I mean, remember what that team can do when he was fully functioning.
Yeah, I think that Kyler Murray's gotten. I don't want to say it's an unfair reputation because it is fair because he is hurt all the time. But people are looking at him as being hurt all the time means he can't play, like that he's not good. When he's out there, he's pretty good, man. And I'm not a Kyler Murray fan. Like, he's not the kind of quarterback I would want for my team, but he's also way better than a lot of teams have. He's better than a lot of guys out there that are starting.
Let's project. Now, certainly Dimes has continuity. He's been with the team last year.
Yeah.
And he knows the playbook. He knows the coaches. Who's going to have a better year? Both of them are going to play for him. Let's say we both assume they land in places that are appropriate. Kyler gets a place that's healthy and ready. Let's say Minnesota.
And they're both healthy?
Yeah. I think they're both due for a pretty good year.
I think so, too. Yeah. Again, I mean, Daniel Jones, he's not been as good as Kyler when healthy, but Daniel Jones has had some flashes, too. And he had flashes last year, which I like. Recent flashes are the best kind, right?
Yeah, they're absolutely.
I mean, look at Sam Darnold. He he turned that into a getting a Super Bowl job. No, I think both of them could have decent years next year.
Do you have any Viking fan on the Brigade Bar? And if you're not, jump on there. It's over on the YouTube. Find us, the Morning Huddle. You down with this, Viking fan?
I mean, Vikings fans tried a lot in the last. I mean, Vikings fan has had Daniel Jones. Yeah. They've had Sam Darnold. They've had a few of these guys in the last couple of years that have been good reclamation projects. I don't know why they wouldn't like. The only problem for Minnesota is the investment they made in McCarthy, and if that doesn't work out, there's probably somebody whose head's going to roll over it.
I guarantee you they will. And you're going to lose your stud wide receiver too if you don't fix things.
But that's the other thing. Kyler Murray is not the kind of receiver that Justin Jefferson's going to go like, this guy can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Like, Kyler Murray can throw the ball. Kyler Murray can help out a receiver.
He might be the most important input in this whole conversation, almost as much as a head coach. Jefferson likes him. We'll give him a chance.
Manuel says Viking fan, but he's not here. But he's not here, but he is a Viking fan. I'm curious, man. He says facts talented but lazy. That's a good comparison for Kyler. I think the lazy, and again, the whole video game thing, that was like 4 years ago. Like, I don't know.
Maybe he was a child.
Yeah, maybe he's grown up some. I don't know. I'm much more concerned about, like, can you not, this is why I don't like drafting tiny quarterbacks because they do get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Although Daniel Jones is a giant and he gets hurt all the time.
The same reasons. I mean, that mobility comes with a cost.
Yeah, but then there's guys like Josh Allen and
right. Yeah, there's some guys that are just not going to get hurt, and some are. But Dimes plays a type of game that adds a little bit of danger because he will get up and go.
Manuel says, "What about Kyler to San Francisco?" No, San Francisco's married. Yeah. They're committed,
and their backup quarterback is about to. I mean, they got a pretty decent backup already that they're going to have to deal with.
But they're committed to Brock Purdy. Whether that's right or wrong, we'll see.
And Shanahan, he's not Shanahan's type.
He's not. All right, let's take a break. We'll wrap up the second hour of the program. Oh, we're about to hit the halfway point on Hump Day, Rob.
Let's turn the corner.
It's Morning Huddle 94.1.
Hey, weather's getting warm. You notice the last couple of days, you're scheduling some tea times, probably going to head out for the weekend and go spend some spring days in the spring breezes. And as you're gone, who's taking care of your pets? We all love our dogs, but we don't want the animals to get in the way of a good time. We want somebody to take care of our pets, love them like we would, and be ready for them when we come to pick them up. And that's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits. They're the ultimate pest destination right here in our own backyard, just outside of 1604, a hop, skip, and a jump from the airport on 35 on your way to all those things. You can stop in, drop off, and pick up easy. They provide luxury boarding. They got the doggy daycare for the daily stuff. And as we head up to spring break, where are you going to put your dog when you're headed down to the beach? There's some availability all next week and the following, but it's getting skinny. I talked to them yesterday. They got about 20% opening. So if you're planning on it, you better call them today. Write this number down. It's 750-1297. That's 750-1297. Your pets are going to get great attention, personalized care, and playtime, and 17,000 square feet of play space. They're the destination. They're the resort for my pets. Make them yours. And when you do, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared a couple of our trouble spots. That wreck at 1604 northbound, north of I-10, and I-10 eastbound Foster Road east side. Both of those wrecks have cleared. New trouble spot at 151 eastbound approaching Penn Road. That wreck is in the left lane. Already a 15-minute delay slow from Petranco. 90 eastbound approaching 1604, got a wreck, and another in the Selma area. 35 northbound approaching FM 1518, wreck, right lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Ready to feel like yourself again this spring? If low energy, weight gain, or low sex drive are holding you back, it may be time to check your testosterone. At Synergenics and Low T Center, you get TRT customized to your body and often covered by insurance. Their board-certified providers fine-tune your treatment to keep results strong, safe, and build around your goals. This month, take advantage of a free men's testosterone test, huge discounts on women's hormone testing, and savings on peptides. Book now at Synergenics.com.
Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Spurs are coming back home after wrapping up a long rodeo road trip in Philly.
And speaking of brotherly love, our good friend R.J. Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com will join us at 2:35 for the latest on the Dallas Cowboys.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I don't know this one.
This is Chevelle, right?
Mm-hmm. The red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chevelle.
I moshed to this. Had a chicken on a stick in one hand.
The threat is real. Yeah, this is a good band. I like Chevelle.
Mm-hmm. 3 dudes, man.
Yeah.
Cool name.
Power out, too. They're not as hard as the name. Oh, they're harder than the name.
Chevelle and Deftones are one of the best
That's
names.
another band that was harder than I expected.
I love the Deftones.
Yeah.
The Deftones sound like a band that would be playing for like a late night TV show host.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like
in black and white.
Yeah, it'd be like Johnny Carson be like, all right, and now the Deftones.
Deftones.
Let's introduce our house band, the Deftones.
It's a good name.
Yes. Rocking out on a hump day. Humping hard on a hump day, baby.
Mm-hmm. Every time you hear that, a Blue Chew gets ripped open.
That's right.
Yeah, it does.
That's right. Kyler Murray, now that he is a free agent, where do you think he ranks on the top 100 free agents list?
Top 5, 6. Give me the list. Give me some names.
All right.
Because, I mean, quarterbacks are the forever search, so he's immediately vaulted up high.
Number 1, the best available free agent this offseason. Free agent unofficially opens on March 9th, which is
5 days.
Monday. That's the negotiation window when players can agree to terms, and then it officially opens a week from today. That's when the players can actually sign.
So
there's 2
like
days.
the tampering week.
Yeah, 2 days where they're allowed to talk, come up with deals. On the 11th, a week from today, they can actually sign.
Defensive lineman from the Bengals, probably pretty high up there.
Trey Hendrickson is number 1. He'll be 31 years old. He is a free agent. The Bengals decided not to tag him. He is the best player available. Although he's 31 years old, I still think he's the best player available.
Kenny Walker is going to be out there, but it's a running back. I don't know how much he's going to chase.
I'll burn through some of the key. I'll give you the top 10, and then I'll give you some of the other key players. Tyler Lindenbaum, the Ravens center, is number 2 on the list.
That's a big get.
Number 3, Jalen Phillips, the Eagles edge rusher. It's 6'5" edge rusher. That's after he got traded to the Eagles, finished the season well. 28 career sacks. Number 4, Alec Pierce of the Colts, top wide receiver available.
Now we're getting into his realm, I think.
Number 5, Rasheed Walker, offensive tackle, Green Bay.
Left tackle or right tackle?
Left.
Okay, there you go.
Odafe Owe, the edge for the Chargers.
So we're dealing with centers, edges, and wide receivers.
Yeah, linemen, edges, wide receivers. Braden Smith, tackle for the Colts, number 7. John Franklin Myers, who's the defensive lineman for the Broncos. Alante Taylor is number 9 for the Saints, the cornerback for the Saints.
Okay, now we're getting into the realm where I think is where.
And Quay Walker, linebacker for the Packers, is number 10.
See, linebacker, I can find another one.
Number 11 is Reek Woolen, the cornerback for Seattle. They got to make a decision.
Our road runner.
He had 12 picks in a 4-year career.
He's a ball hawk.
That
guy gets the ball. Cowboys, you seeing this? Anyway.
Number 12. I'm going to give you some of the key names now. Number 12, Mike Evans.
I take a quarterback before I go get an older wide receiver, so I'm going to put my quarterback right in there. But Evans, we were talking about him in the break. What a consistently great football player. And think of the quarterbacks that he has either saved or rectified or enhanced over his career.
Number 14, the top quarterback, Malik Willis.
I'll trust scouts, but sometimes I think you're trying to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
And I know that Kyler's older and there's other baggage, but at the very least, I got real film of him being really successful.
Yeah. Well, you got 4 games last year of Malik Willis looking pretty decent. Number 15, Kenny Walker, running back for the Seahawks.
He's a good back.
He is. It's just he's a running back.
Yeah, just not great.
Number 17, Kyler Murray.
Wow, that's way down there.
Yep. He only played in 5 games. That's the thing. But in 7 seasons, threw for 120 touchdowns, ran for 3,200 yards. There's reason for interest.
The problem also is not about play or anything like that. And we had Minnesota on a fan on the Brigade Bar. The perception is he's lazy and self-centered, and it's very hard to say, look what I brung you from a general manager's point of view to a guy like that, even though he is the best thing for you. But to convince the fans that you just spent a whole bunch of money that might have gone to that left tackle or might have gone to that edge rusher to go get a quarterback, I get why he's all the way down there. But I do think as far as effect on your team, he's a top 5 get, but he's just a top 17 dude because of other stuff.
One other thing I haven't heard about Kyler Murray, I haven't heard a lot of teammates talking about what a great teammate he is.
No one went to his birthday party.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of guys go, I can't believe we let Kyler Murray walk away. Like, even when Kyler Murray was healthy and ready to play last year and they stuck with Jacoby Brissett, I didn't hear a lot of Cardinals teammates going, Kyler's getting a short end of a stick here. No, like, I don't know how beloved he is by the guys in that locker room.
And some of that is, I want a quarterback with a Napoleon complex. I do. I want you to get along with your teammates, but you don't need to love them like in high school and college. You just got to be professionals and don't sleep with his wife. Just show up for work and appreciate each other, but you don't have to like each other. You don't have to talk to each other. So some of that is justified, I think. But for the most part, man, I like a prima donna quarterback who thinks he can walk on water. I kind of want a guy who feels like, I went in by myself and I had to pull him back instead of push him forward.
I mean, there's a couple guys, Josh Allen certainly fits into this mold.
But you can be a nice guy while doing it, too.
Justin Herbert fits into this mold, whose teammates seem like they will fight you for him.
Yeah, no one fight you for Kyler.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I want a guy that teammate, the Chiefs are going to fight for Patrick Mahomes. Oh, yes. The Bengals fight for Joe Burrow. You take a late hit on Joe Burrow, they're coming after you.
But I'll tell you, you can be a real jerk. But if you're winning.
There's even guys who I don't think of, like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's teammates love him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They'll fight you for Baker Mayfield.
That's a lifter for him. He uses that love to lift his team. Kyler does it in spite of the fact.
Yes.
They hate me, but I'm going to drill a pass. I'm going to complete it. But you can talk about me at the end of the game.
Khalil Mack, number 20.
Dude.
You still got any interest in Khalil Mack, 35-year-old Khalil Mack?
Hey, I saw what Jadeveon Clowney did for the Cowboys. Absolutely, I have interest in Khalil Mack.
Number 21, Travis Etienne. Number 23, another Seattle Seahawk, Rashid Shaheed, who's the big play guy.
Speed on speed.
Yep, defense stretcher. Number 25, Jawan Jennings. Third and Jawan, they call him.
That just struck me, man. The Seahawks are already dealing with the drain. They're losing their running back and one of their top playmakers off that offense.
Number 26, Boy Mafe, edge rusher, Seattle.
Yeah, already suffering, man.
You got to figure it out. 28, Reed Blankenship, Philadelphia safety.
This guy's low-key good.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, this is bad news. Buffalo Bills center and guard, number 31 and 32, Connor McGovern and David Edwards. They're going to at least pay Edwards. I don't know about McGovern. But
did you see that Chicago Bears center just retired up and left?
After 5 years, 5 years in the league.
That center, that's the Buffalo center, his dollar values just went way up.
Number 34, another Buffalo Bill, Joey Bosa. Is going to be available.
He mattered, but he wasn't a hired gun.
He wasn't a huge impact guy, but he's hurt a lot too. I don't know. I'd like to bring him back. I don't know that they will. Other big names, Joel Bitonio, who's probably, he's been in the league for 12 years. He's the guard for the Browns. He's been an All-Pro guard at points, but I think he's now kind of like an older,
swing guard.
Yeah, might be. Number 42, Rico Dowdle.
We've had him some Rico.
Number 44, Nakobe Dean, Philadelphia linebacker.
Another guy that should be on a good winning team.
Number 47, Aaron Rodgers. You think Aaron Rodgers ends up staying in Pittsburgh?
My gut always felt like that's what's going to happen.
I kind of think so, too. I think they're one place that's willing to put up with him.
Yeah.
51, Kirk Cousins.
Man, oh, man. To be
still around.
He's still around.
54, Deebo Samuel.
Well, this will be your last contract, Deebo. Make it a good one.
58, Bradley Chubb. 59, Travis Kelce, who I kind of forget is a free agent.
I cannot imagine.
He's not going to play anywhere else.
Yeah.
If he continues to play, it'll be there. But
where does Taylor keep her summer home or winter home?
I'm sure in L.A.
Is it in L.A.? Maybe
I would guess.
That would be the only place I would think.
64, Cam Robinson, offensive tackle. David Njoku, number 68.
That's He's tight end, right?
Yep. Cade Otton, number 71, Bucks tight end.
There's dudes. Yeah. The fact that there's offensive linemen as a Cowboy fan tells me if you want to spend a little bit of money, there's a couple of dudes out there that can genuinely help.
Marcus Mariota, 76.
Who signs Mariota as a free agent?
Which, by the way, that tells you that you ain't going real deep if you want a quarterback. Otherwise, you're going to end up with freaking Marcus Mariota. You don't want that as your starter. So that's why Kyler Murray has a real market.
Yeah.
Number 99, Trayvon Diggs.
Oh.
How the mighty have fallen. Halfway there on a hump day. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Having trouble sleeping? Visit Mattress Firm during the Upgrade Your Sleep sale. Their sleep experts will help find your perfect bed from a premium selection of top brands. They make sleep easy.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
My fiance is a veteran. He was a combat medic in the Army.
I did tours in Korea, Germany, and Bosnia before I got injured.
There's been a lot of wear and tear on his body.
My knees are bone on bone from doing all those jumps and lugging my backpack and all that gear around. I was also exposed to toxins.
When Yusuf got out of the military, he needed help getting his disability benefits.
Luckily, DAV came to the rescue. They fought for me the same way that I fought for my country.
Every year, DAV provides life-changing support to more than 1 million veterans like Yusuf, helping them get the benefits they've earned so they can achieve victories, great and small.
Now Yusuf is paying it forward. DAV has been instrumental in helping him start 2 healthcare technology companies that are working to help veterans everywhere.
My victory is never giving up and finding more ways to serve.
He's pretty amazing.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up. I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe? Yeah. I only paid to finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
In the U.S., 1 in 5 children with cancer will not survive. But there is hope because of you. Help give them more birthdays, more moments, more tomorrows, because every child deserves a chance to grow up. Give them tomorrow. Support St. Jude today.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle, ultra-fine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's biggest moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have an accident. Highway 90 eastbound just before you get to 1604. It's in the left lane. That's a 25-minute delay as you stop and go from 211. On 35 northbound, Schertz Parkway, disabled vehicle, right shoulder blocked. 281 southbound, that connector to 1604, that stall now off to the right shoulder. And on 35 southbound, that connector to 37-281 downtown, that stall is blocking the connector ramp. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Hey, they're coming home. The Spurs wrapped up their rodeo road trip in Philadelphia last night in grand fashion. They beat them 131-91. Everybody scored. Everybody had a good game. They were led by Dylan Harper's 22. They did hit 18 threes. It was an easy win. Victor Wembanyama was named the NBA's Western Conference Player of the Month, and he was standing beside the head coach of the Western Conference Team of the Month. The Spurs and Mitch both got the awards. Wemby averaged 22.5 points and 11.3 boards, 3.5 blocks, and sold some popcorn. And, of course, Mitch Johnson went undefeated in February. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hump day! Hump day!
We made it.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We on the other side. It's a downhill slide to Friday.
Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. What do you got? You got big plans for the weekend?
Go see the boy up in Austin.
Okay.
That's about it.
You guys going to go to a show, drink some beer, eat some barbecue?
Barbecue for sure.
Yeah.
And, probably feed the house.
Yes, yes. La barbecue.
Probably. Or the other. What's the other one?
Franklin?
No,
You're going to wait in line for that.
No, the one that has something to do with like lunar or celestial. What's that one?
You talking about? It's one I haven't been to it. I don't know.
You know the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm probably going to hit because I've been to La Barba.
It's far away, though.
Yeah.
That one's up on the northwest side.
I'll go south. I don't know if I'll go north.
We're going to
maybe Salt Lake. Maybe head out to Drippin'. I don't know. You know, I'm footloose. Fancy free. You might go to Bed Bath & Beyond. You never know.
I don't know if there'll be enough time. I don't know if we'll have enough time. Let me see. It is... I'll check my barbecue app for my
did you see one of the top 50 burned down over the weekend?
What? No.
Yeah, we lost one.
Interstellar is what it's
called. Interstellar. We lost the one that's in the Temple area. It's not in Temple, but it's right in there. One of the top 50 caught fire on Sunday.
No.
Yeah.
Man,
that's terrible. Well, no, I didn't see that. Well, I hope I already got a stamp from them.
I hope you did.
How can I get my rewards?
Yeah, that'll be worth some money.
I mean, priorities. Hopefully they rebuild. But you know what? That happened before. There was
Miller's.
Miller's burned down. The whole thing burned down.
In Belton, sparks overnight, damaged in fire.
Oh,
and the YouTube video is not good.
That's one of my favorite spots too. Yeah. Because they're open for breakfast. They make good. They have a bakery in there too.
Trying to get some.
Man, that's terrible.
Well, the good news is the smoke alarm saved the building.
Okay, good. Good. Well, also, Miller's is in like a downtown, like a big area. Like there's a bunch of buildings around there.
Dude, the video was big flames. You got a lot of burn ins.
Well, that's
downtown Belton over the weekend. It was 2:00 in the morning. No one was around. If it wasn't for the smoke alarm, we would have burned the whole building down. Authorities say it was a great example of business owners make sure the smoke alarms are working And they did, and they got it out. They'll be closed for a bit, but they do expect to reopen post-haste.
Well, if there was no one there, why was there a fire going?
Who knows? You got that,
I figured it was the overnight pit master, but, like, you got to have somebody there working the fires.
I know I have a good friend that owns a barbecue joint, and they leave those briskets unattended for a few hours.
Really?
Yeah, they just put them over the coals and for a couple hours. I mean, you're going at 225 for a good 6-8 hours. You don't have to do too much. And they got the rotating ones.
I was going to say, but it's not like they're not like cooking on a Traeger where you can just set it to 225. You got to mind the fire.
These guys are excellent. I agree.
I know.
And if somebody had been there, we'd have had brisket from Miller's today.
Well, we wouldn't have gotten it today because it's far. But
we just sent Vic.
Yeah, Vic could drive up to Belton. All right, back to the sporting. We need a lot of sporting to get into. I threw that out there. The Trayvon Diggs thing was he was number 99 right before the break. I
will tell you this: crazier things have happened than him ending up in San Antonio, in Dallas again. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'll be shocked.
Not this year.
I think that bridge is burned.
I hope so. But I know Jerry always likes to rectify a problem, and he loved him some Trayvon there for a minute.
Yeah.
I hope he lets it go.
Let's see. Franklin says my wife has a medical convention this week. I thought he said a medical condition in Fort Worth, and he's going to Goldie's on Saturday.
Oh, Goldie's.
Goldie's, that's awesome, man. Be ready to wait in line. Someone gave me the best advice to go to Goldie's because Goldie's is one of the longest lines in the state. And the guy said it was a guy who used to work at Goldie's who opened up a barbecue truck in Fort Worth. It's like his is like a halal.
Cool.
But he said if you want to eat at Goldie's, go on a Cowboys game day.
Oh, makes sense.
He's like, there's fewer,
a lot of takeout, not a lot of stay.
Yeah. Most people on Cowboys game day are either at home or they're at the game. And he's like, that's when the lines at Goldie's were the shortest. So it's got to be a home game.
So Cowboy home game, church.
No, nobody cares
Texas
about church.
OU weekend.
No, they don't care. Cowboys home game is what he told me. So Saturday's a Saturday, and Saturday's always going to be rough.
Right.
But he said the Sundays, if you want to get it early on a Sunday, the best time to do it. He said just on a Cowboys home game day.
Well, you and I did 4 hours at Burnt Bean.
That's true.
Man, that's too long.
That's a commitment.
I'm glad I didn't go with you. I would have missed work. And
the difference is like Burnt Bean is like it's in a downtown area, so it's like we wrapped around a building, and you got like a wall to lean up against.
Yeah, Goldie's is out in the middle of nowhere.
Goldie's in the middle of nowhere, right next to the dump.
Yeah,
like it's literally across the road from the city dump.
Location.
Well, I'll stand by a dump for a couple hours. Don't worry.
Well, that makes it worth it then.
Yeah.
That shows its value.
I just want to see Goldie. That's all I'm after.
It shows its value.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going up to. I'm headed up to Dallas next Wednesday or next Tuesday after the show. I might have to find some barbecue to eat on the way home.
It won't be Miller's.
Won't be Miller, unfortunately. That sucks. All right. Let's see. Back to Trayvon Diggs. 20 interceptions, including 11 in 2021. 27 years old. It says maybe some team will look at him as a reclamation project.
I think there is some formerly there, but attitude has far outpaced ability. You know what I mean? His attitude is the problem. It ain't his ability.
I think that he had, because he was friends with Micah, he thought that he had some Micah entitlement. The difference is Micah's an elite player, and Trayvon Diggs
had an elite year.
He had a good year.
Yeah.
And already got more money than he should have gotten. I'm not going to I don't think Trayvon Diggs is an impact player.
And anymore. I don't think he's going to care. I think he got the money, and at the moment he got the money, everything changed.
Went out the window.
It did.
Like the work ethic. And that's kind of what separate. Like Micah, Micah's still gonna. Micah's a dog.
Money helps, but he plays football to play football.
Yeah, and there's different things drive different players, and. Trayvon, quite frankly, wants to be along for the ride.
And no better way to put it, really. He wants to be along for the ride. He wants to help. He wants to win. He just doesn't want to do everything to win.
Breece Hall, the third player this offseason to receive the franchise tag. Kyle Pitts and George Pickens were the first two. Jets made the move just before the deadline. First running back to receive the tag this season. He's slated to make $14.3 million, which would make him the fourth highest paid player at his position, behind only Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and Derrick Henry.
That's some tall cotton to be standing in.
There is a chance, however, that Breece Hall will not play under the tag this upcoming season. They're continuing to try to work to a long-term deal, so they've got until July 15th to try and get that banged out. Listen, I know any running back wants a longer-term deal. I would try, if I were to pay a running back, it would be for a franchise tag. I'd keep you for 1 year, but Breece Hall, what's the point?
No, remember what Breece was 3 years ago, and obviously they are, because think of the backs that are, you could have gotten an Etienne for less than Breece. You probably get a Super Bowl champ with some credentials for about what you pay in Breece.
Yes.
So I don't get this, but a very Jets move. It was a very Jets thing to do.
Yeah. So he does not hit the open market. The best available running backs, Kenneth Walker, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Rico Dowdle, seem to be the top of the pile.
That's not much.
But I don't understand, when you're a bad team, and the Jets are a bad team, there's no way around it. I get wanting to keep talent, but running back is the one spot where it's like, dude, you can't overpay at running back.
Well, they're underpaying at quarterback, so they got a little bit of money until they find one. But it's just a very Jets move. He's a good guy. I think Jet fan likes him. I think he's probably a good teammate, and he's been through the thick of it. He is truly a Jet. I mean, he's been around there. But just that's why losing teams keep losing.
He's averaged 978 yards over the last 3 years.
Solid.
Career high this season, that 1,065 yards, 4.4 yards per carry. Only 4 touchdowns, but, how many touchdowns did you expect the Jets to actually score?
Had no pass game protection.
No.
There was no play action that was going to protect the pass game or vice versa. So, no, it's just a very strange – not strange. It's exactly what I would have thought the Jets would have done.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker, who is not franchised, probably walks away the big winner out of this thing, because now he is going to hit free agency. And, quite frankly, right after you're the Super Bowl MVP, what better time is there to become a free agent and get that money?
Do we have front runners on this? Who's out there looking for a back of the ilk of
Jacksonville is
they're about to lose
in
Etienne.
the mix.
But that means they would pay Walker less than they would have thought they'd have paid Etienne, unless they just part ways.
Or they think that Kenneth Walker's just a better player, which I agree with. Yeah. And Kansas City apparently also
that would be a spot.
Very interested. Again, and Breece Hall, you could argue that he should be pissed off in a way, even though he's going to get this money for 1 year. He could have gotten a little more security. Maybe. And running backs value that security because they're going to get hurt.
At 14, he's already overpaid. So go home and celebrate, dude.
And other winners from the franchise tag day, Trey Hendrickson, probably the biggest winner, just because there was concern that he was going to get franchised again. He didn't want to be there. He's just ready to get the hell out. Let him go.
And they made him sweat till the end too.
And he's going to make
yesterday.
He's going to make big money. Now Daniel Jones, because he got transition tagged. By the way, the last time a quarterback got transition tagged, do you know who it was?
Oh, transition tag. Wasn't Lamar, was it?
It was 1996.
Oh my God. No, I don't have any idea.
Jeff George.
So they had a transition tag in 96?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Had he been franchised.
Was he a Colt?
He might have
been.
So
the last team to do this was the Colts, and they're doing it again?
Yeah. Huh. Had he been franchised, he would have made $6 million more than he would have made this year. So, but also the transition also meant that Alec Pierce is going to become a free agent because they can't use multiple tags.
That's interesting.
So Alec Pierce may be a winner in this deal because he's able to go out and get some money. And Alec Pierce, I just mentioned, he's 25 years old. He's been very good at 22.3 yards per reception last year. He's led the league in average yards per catch the last 2 seasons. And he's primed to make big money.
Do you think they can afford to keep him too?
No.
You think that was either or?
Yep. I think he's going to be gone. I think Pittsburgh's going to look at him. I think there's going to be a lot. I think Buffalo might look at him. A lot of teams are going to look at him.
Hey, that's a ripple effect that really does matter.
Yeah. So those are some of the guys, the winners and losers from this deal, and always the cuts. There's always guys that have to pack their bags.
Had to see the Turk.
And over the last couple of days, some of the names that have been shown the door: Geno Smith in Vegas, Stephon Diggs in New England. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
The Diggs are on vacation.
Couldn't happen to a better guy. The Patriots apparently are going to try to restructure Diggs. They're going to try to, get him to a better number. But if not, they clear $17 million in salary cap space if they cut him. So they wouldn't be sad about that.
Stephon, take whatever deal gets offered, bro.
Yeah. Tua cut, obviously. Jonnu Smith was cut. Brandon Ayuk was cut.
There's some talent there.
He's going to pop up somewhere. If they cut him pre-June 1, they're looking at a dead cap hit of $29.5 million. This is one of those, I'm not always right, but I told you so. Don't pay this guy like he's a top-tier wide receiver. That was a big mistake by the 49ers. Marshawn Lattimore gets cut by Washington.
He's getting up there, though.
T.J. Hawkinson cut by the Vikings.
Now, he got hurt, though, right?
Yep.
He's coming off the end.
Yep. James Conner hurt last year.
Hard luck back.
If you think he's 31. If you think there's any tread on the tires, maybe you take a look at him.
He's a hard runner, but he's had hard luck, man. He just can't stay healthy, and he's always been on the bad Cardinal team.
That's rough.
But he was a Pittsburgh kid, signed a good deal with Arizona, so I don't feel so bad.
All right. He's made some money, and then Cole Kmet of the Bears. The Bears just have to get under the cap line, and he was a casualty of that. So, a couple guys that are still available out there now. Again, I don't know how many of them are super.
Well, the reason
impactful.
I think it's worthy of talking about this is by Jerry's talk, and by he's intimating that there's going to be some money spent. That this will be unlike anything and it won't be that difficult to overcome or outdo previous years. I just saw some numbers. Either bottom half or very bottom in free agent acquisitions over the last couple of years and haven't been in the top 10 in money spent in free agent acquisition in over a decade. So I do expect to see a little bit more activity on the Cowboys end, and I guarantee you at least one of the names that we just went through is probably going to have a star on his helmet at some point, and probably one of those cornerbacks that you just talked about I think is a very definite, and a couple of those linemen I think could be very much interviewed by the Cowboys because he is saying he's going to spend some money.
You asked yesterday about if I thought the Cowboys were going to spend their free agent money or their draft capital more on defense versus offense. The latest mock draft from Ryan Wilson at CBS has the Cowboys at number 12 picking Jermod McCoy, cornerback from Tennessee, and at number 20 picking Keldrick Falk, edge rusher from Auburn. So it has them spending their draft capital on the defensive side, which would mean maybe some money to be spent on the offensive line.
Lineman.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that because I look at it kind of like I did going into last year. Sadly, the defense doesn't have to be great. It's just got to be adequate. And you don't need to spend that. But now I do think they need to pepper in some money there. I don't want to go in totally with rank rookies, but I do get it. I do get it. And I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, but I understand it.
This latest mock draft also has my lowly Buffalo Bills trading up to number 3 to get Carnell Tate, the wide receiver from Ohio State.
Wow, they have given Josh the keys to the kingdom.
They're tired of messing around. Apparently, if that were the case,
you know what? I wouldn't be upset with that.
Oh, I wouldn't be upset either. Yeah. Carnell Tate's a player, although he ran like a 4.53 or something.
I saw them justifying that, and I'm with it. Neither did Michael Irvin. You know, I like a guy who go get the ball and hold on to the ball and move the ball down the field.
Yeah.
He does that.
All right, let's hit a break. When we come back, we're gonna first of all we won't have Dr. Jason Garrett today, unfortunately.
He's on a plane, so he says.
He's jet setting around. We are going to let you know about the golf tournament on the other side because we are running out of time.
Big news.
And if you we've again, we can't feel sorry for you. We can't make exceptions. All right, you want in, you got to get in pretty damn quick. We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
How'd you feel this morning when you woke up? I mean, seriously, when your eyes opened, were you ready to get out of bed and attack the day, or did you wake up as tired as you were when you laid down? If you woke up tired, it's probably because you're overweight and you snort all night long and never got into that REM sleep area that really gives you that reformative, restorative sleep. And sleep matters in your general health. I never knew that until I met Dr. Jacob Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. You know, so many things go into both weight loss and weight gain. And weight gain can be attributed to lack of sleep and vice versa. They go hand in hand. And once you're not getting your sleep, so many things get interrupted. And that's one of the first things that Dr. Torres addressed is your general health is so attached to your health or to your weight. And if you're carrying too much weight, everything gets taxed. And once you start losing that weight, suddenly you start sleeping better, and suddenly you've got more energy during the day, and now you're able to go work out. You're able to do the things just because you went and talked to an expert like Dr. Torres. Let him change your life. He's been doing this for years. He is successful without all the medications. He can teach you to live the life you want to live. Call him today at 468-1891. Go to his website, IFF Health. But if it's time to lose weight, you know it is. Call him today. He's going to help you get there. And when he does, come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, PPL Motorhomes, and Encira Auto Group. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Thinking about testosterone? Synergenics and Low T Center offers insurance-covered TRT personalized to your labs, symptoms, and goals. This month, the men's T-test is free. $200 off women's hormone testing and major savings on weight loss treatments. Learn more at Synergenics.com.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
More bounce.
It's one of the OG Torta songs.
Yeah.
This song's kind of, it's on commercials now. It's had a resurgence.
Tell me if this is. Oh, first of all, let me do this golf tournament thing. I told you I was going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I do what I say I'm going to do.
We tease and we fulfill.
That's right. Golf tournament. We are down to 10 foursomes remaining.
That's 40 people. Plus, we have a couple of singles, so don't worry. If you're alone, we got room for you, but only for a temporary couple of days. So.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we were at 14 foursomes. Now we're at 10. Just so you know, that's how it's going to go. It'll be Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas, presented by Flat by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Get your slot now, $150 per person, or if you grab your whole foursome, it's $500. It's the SA Sports Star Spring Golf Classic, benefiting feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, which is something that is near and dear to me. That is presented by Flight by Yuengling and sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, the Ancira Auto Group, and PPL Motorhomes. SA Sports Star Classic, Monday, March 30th. Get signed up, sasportstar.com, or you're going to be left out.
We'll be sold out.
No one's going to feel bad.
We'll be sold out by Monday.
I'm guessing that's
so. You better do it.
All right. Now to the world of college hoops.
Oh, tough night last night, man. Lost some money.
I did too.
Lost a little bit of money last night.
Alabama got their ass kicked.
Yes, they did. Tech did not come to play. And Arizona State, dude, well done, but didn't help me.
A couple of upsets. Arizona State knocked off Kansas outright. TCU knocked off Texas Tech in Lubbock.
That was that does not bode well for Red Raider fan.
I told you, man. Oh, yeah. How about this one? I flipped over and saw at about 7-8 minutes into the game, it was 24. Mississippi State was at Florida last night, and Mississippi State was up 24-17. Final score: Florida 108, Mississippi State 74.
You poked the
they
bear.
Said, "All right, you want to play around?" They outscored them 61-39 in the second half.
You know, there's the hottest team in college right now. They're hotter than Duke.
They might be my champion.
They're
I'm starting to
playing
think
so well right now. And the thing that's so impressive is this is the second time they're playing these teams. These teams have all seen them. They got film. They've practiced for them, and they're beating them even worse.
Corn got bludgeoned by UCLA 72-52.
Didn't see that coming.
And then Illinois 80, Oregon 54, easy win for them.
They needed that.
North Carolina got a 67-63 win.
Go watch the highlights of North Carolina.
Comeback win.
Rudy! That little white dude hit like 15 threes to win that game.
I thought Georgetown was on. They had St. John's on the ropes. St. John's comes back and wins by 3. And speaking of on the ropes, Toledo had Miami of Ohio on the ropes. Could have been their first loss of the season, but Miami holds on, creates a turnover with 3 seconds left in the game, and they hold on to win 74-72.
Huge. And, you know, it
probably guarantees them a spot in the tournament.
It did, and thank goodness it did. Yeah. Because, and this is not anything other, and you know me, I'm pro-expansion. If you want to come to the party, let's send you an invite. But if Miami of Ohio, let's say they lost last night, and then they lose in the tournament, in their conference tournament, and don't get an invite, I would guarantee you that athletic directors and conference commissioners will expand the tournament as fast as possible if they don't get in. Yeah. Because then it gets to, that could be me. That could be my team. That could be UTSA. That could be Texas State going 30-0 and not getting invited to the party. So then suddenly you get all the mass coming in and say, we got to grow this thing. We got to grow this thing. I know it doesn't happen very often, but let's point at Florida Atlantic. We could be the Florida Atlantic if you'll just open the door. The good news, if you want to keep it at 64 or 68 or whatever we're at now, you want Miami of Ohio in the tournament with an invite playing at an 8 seed. That's what you want. That will preclude all the little schools going, we need to have more.
They don't care what those little schools say, though.
Well, there's so many of them is what I'm getting at. You're right. I mean, the 2 conferences matter and 3 conferences matter.
Yeah.
And it rotates between the 3. There's a rotating seat between the Big 12 and the ACC, but there's 2 permanent members, and that's SEC and Big 12 or a Big 10. And whatever they want is pretty much going to go. But the masses, all the other 300 schools are going to be like, we need to expand the program because a school like Miami of Ohio, which is a lot more like me than it is you, got left out. And for the 13th team of the Big 10.
No, they'll be in.
Yeah, so they got the win, thank goodness.
If I told you of the guys who could possibly be the number 1 pick in the draft, who would be the most likely candidate to play a second year of college basketball?
Another year to come back? There's some guys that were born to it, and some guys I think are surprised they're there this quick. I would say DeBanza might be the most, because it is showing that there's some holes in his game. Maybe another year could help, and if you did wait a year, you're pretty much the definite number 1 unless there's an injury.
So for me, like I would have thought Cam Boozer, just because Cam Boozer's game is going to be the same next year as it is this year. There's some, like, he's got the kind of consistent game that is always going to be.
But I don't think there's anything to improve. I mean,
maybe
dude,
you're right.
You're there. Go pro. You watch DeBanza, and as the season has gone on, it has been very apparent that he's a whole lot of jump and run and not a lot of technical stuff.
Well, DeBanza yesterday did an interview.
Oh, I was just pulling that out of the sky. I didn't know that he's intimating that way.
And said, I might not leave college. My mom wants me to graduate, so it's not a guarantee that I'm leaving. I might leave. The fans might get into my head talking about 1 more year, maybe 3 more years. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to my mom about this. But he's at least opening the door.
Well, this is good if you're a believer in the sanctity of college basketball and the safety and security an NIL deal offers. He doesn't have to go pro to feed his family, and then mom gets a new house, and he's still moving down the road of being a professional of whatever. It's just not the moniker yet. So
remember, though,
it's crazy.
Around this time last year, Cooper Flagg said, it's not a guarantee I'm going to go. If you're going to be a top 2, top 3 pick, you go.
And it's
always been that way.
Incumbent upon your coach to kick you out the door. What are you talking about? What is there to improve upon? You're never going to be higher than you are right now. But because if you are looking at the landscape, and I'm an NBA GM, and yes, he's a lottery pick. There's no question that millions are coming his way.
Yeah.
But you're making $4 million at home or whatever it is to stay at BYU, and you can get better. And you can go from a $9 million deal to a $16 million deal just by staying home, and you're still making 4 to 6. It does make it a viable decision. But I will eat my shirt if he is not in the lottery and playing in the NBA next year.
I can't. Can you think of a time where a projected top 3 pick went back to school?
No, they all intimate it. I mean, Timmy could have come out. He didn't. I mean, Timmy could have.
Yeah, but he
There were a lot of guys that could have pushed the button and left, but no, it's crazy not to, because just like you go to college to get a degree to get a good job, and if you get that good job when you're a sophomore, take the damn job. That's why you're there. So everybody of merit, and even those who don't have your best interest at heart, who just want the money, starts telling you got to go, because the lightning only strikes once in the same place. So if you don't, Godspeed to you. If you decide to stay, everybody will pat you on the back, but it's a mistake.
And I know it's a little bit of hindsight, but if Tim Duncan would have left early, he wouldn't have gone number one.
Probably not.
He would not have gone ahead of Allen Iverson, and he wouldn't have gone ahead of Marcus Camby. Marcus Camby, remember 96, Marcus Camby was looked at like the next big thing.
And he
in
was.
The NBA.
He had a good year. He had a good career, but you just look at the guys that have the opportunity and the wherewithal to be good enough to go, but having enough fun to stay. They're few, but
it's just very rare.
Who says stay? And if they do say, I know you're trying to do good by them. I want you to have a full and fruitful life. And basketball only lasts so long. You know what makes a full and fruitful life? A whole lot of money in the bank.
Yeah, helps. This would be unprecedented. So I'm not trying to buy too much into it. Remember last year, when Reed Shepherd found out that Mark Pope was going to be the coach at Kentucky, he thought about staying. He still went number 3 overall.
And he suffered for a year, but he's caught up. He's there. It's sad that it's not a viable decision because that's why you're here.
If you're a top 3 pick, you go.
If you're a first round pick. Seriously, how many guys like LeBaron Philon would have probably gone in the first
rounder
last year? And this year, he'll still be a first rounder. I don't know how much he helped himself. He probably picked up 4 or 5 draft spots. He probably went from a 12 to 14 pick to a top 10 pick. So he helped himself. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it's going to work out about even because he got paid a lot to stay in Alabama. And he didn't get paid as much as he would have in the league. But by the time he gets there and gets drafted, it'll work out about equal. But the only thing that he will lack is the years toward vesting toward other things. And that's now the race used to be get to the pros and sign your deal. That was the race. Get there and sign a contract and 18 or 15 years worth of work from the time you were 5 to the time you were 20 paid off. Now it's the second contract.
Yes.
Now you got to get to the big money. So get there as fast as you can. Use that first year as that $3 million deal turns into a $25 million deal. And then you have achieved. Yeah. So the race to get that second deal tells me, again, DeManso will go because he needs that other year.
The draft last year, there were 18 of the first round picks were freshmen. 7 were overseas players, which means there were 5 players who had played more than 1 year of college basketball drafted. It's just the way it goes. It's a rare thing.
And now I do think we're going to level out as money continues to stay. The 25 through 30 pick, the 22 through 30, those are the guys you ask the question to. Those are the ones that you really, I do think, you go talk to them and you're a big old star at a big old school. You're still going to go in the first round, but, man, they love you so much. There's alumni out there that's going to pay you $5 million just for walking in the door.
Well, a good example of that last year was Liam McNeely at UConn. Liam McNeely was probably their best player last year. He could have come back and been a big star. He left anyway and was the 29th pick in the draft. I mean, I don't think he's. I think he's probably fine with that.
Is he at Carolina? Where is he?
I think he was. I think he's in Phoenix.
Is it Phoenix? Yeah, I've seen him play. But he could have. And I don't know how much of his draft status would have raised.
No, he's in Charlotte. Yeah. He got traded to Charlotte.
Because I've seen him play, and he looks like he did there. And I think if he'd have stayed, he might have raised like Philon did, about 4 or 5 spots, just because there's fewer rough spots in your game. I don't have to work you that hard to get you ready to play. But I think at the end, the math will add up about the same.
But he was one of these top 10 recruits, in 5-star out of 5-star, a Texas kid, in fact,
Dallas.
from Richardson, and got offered by every school and ended up at UConn. Had he come back for a year, would he?
Well, the thing with
would
McNeely,
his stock have gone up?
A little bit, but he wasn't. For him, it's not about physical maturation. Physically, he's all he's ever going to be. He's at its peak. He's not going to grow any other inches. He's not going to add any size or weight like Philon was. For him, an injury is devastating. If he'd have gotten hurt, he would have fallen out of the draft completely. Whereas Philon, little injury might have fallen to the second round, but there's still some more meat on the bone to develop. You know what I mean? So I think he made the right decision.
Well, with DeBansa, again, it's hard for me to picture a world where he doesn't go because this is not like a questionable first-round pick. He's a first-round pick no matter remember, he went into this season the de facto number 1. Like, nobody thought there could be another number 1.
Right.
But he might go to number 3 now. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Who knows where else he could fall? Like, BYU's tumbling. This is the first week they've been outside the top 25 all season. Maybe he falls even further. I don't know. But what I do know is he's a first-round pick. He's a lottery pick, barring injury.
Well, if I'm his agent and he's got one, I'm doing the calculus. I'm looking down the road, and I'm thinking I can tell he's probably going to be a top 6 pick. Who are the top 6 picks? If he's going to land in a nightmare scenario, if it's a place that maybe you don't like the coach, you don't like the system, you don't like the city, then it could play a little bit. But I just can't imagine a world where this happens. I wish that there was some sort of competitive reason to say what he said. Like, if I say I might not stay, that there's another league that'll come bidding and it's more about a bid. But you get paid what you get paid in the lottery. You just got to do the calculus and figure if it's worth it. But
right now, the teams projected in the top 6, and you might make a good point, because these are some teams. I don't know that I'm looking to play for these. Sacramento, Indiana, Brooklyn, Washington, Utah would be your top 5. Number 6 would be Atlanta.
Not prime destinations.
Not great landing spots, honestly. So,
and if he is, it was surprising that he landed at BYU anyway. I mean, let's all be realistic here. We did not expect AJ DeBanza to sign with BYU. So there might be an attachment there. I don't know if he's LDS. He might be, and there might be something there. I just think this is something to talk about when at the end of the day, you're crazy if you don't.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're landing in Brooklyn. You're still making some money.
I have a hard time with it, too. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the third hour of the program. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Arasti providers are all around San Antonio, and they're adding more and more weekly because what they do works. You always hear people that have a doctor, my guy. You need to go see my guy. He's the best. Well, let me tell you, I say that about Arasti because it is the best. Because when I would go to a regular doctor or a physical or a chiropractor, they would kind of help. But when my lower back flared up, the only thing that ever helped was Arasti, because you know why? I walked in, I got a full evaluation. They gave me a thorough look-see, and they figured out that my lower back problems were actually because of my hamstrings. No other doctor had ever told me that, because they hadn't put the hands on like Arasti did. They fixed that, and my back got better. That's why I love Arasti. They're available to me. I don't need a referral. I can call today and go today. If I need to find out where one is, Arasti.com has a map of all the providers, and they're adding them all the day. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are right now. They accept my insurance, and they fix me fast. I don't know what you're waiting on. I'm never going to wait again. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website is Arasti.com. Use it. Get yourself better. Life is too short. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arasti today. You can be seen today and feel better soon. That's Arasti. Go there and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute on Highway 90 eastbound before 1604, far west side of town, that wreck is still there. Left lane, stop and go from 211, so it's going to set you back about 20 minutes. 35 northbound Schertz Parkway, that stall's been moved off to the shoulder. 281 southbound, the connector to 1604, right shoulder blocked. And a stall at 35 southbound New Braunfels, right lane. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hundreds of great ways to boost your brand, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through April 18th and save up to $125 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Calling all flag football fans, HEB and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Dallas Cowboys Flag Football Classic, presented by HEB. Join us Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Star Complex Center in San Antonio to watch local youth flag football teams take the field, hang with Rowdy at the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame trailer, and more. For more details, visit DallasCowboys.com/HEB flag today.
Big games, weekend trips, last-minute plans. That's why Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is opening their doors to new furry family members this month. With over 6,000 feet of indoor play space, 5 outdoor play yards, and fully trained staff supervising your pup's every move, your dog stays happy, safe, and active while you're away. Add grooming, training, and special one-on-one time to make every day, every stay unforgettable. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to use their skills and connections to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary, a global network of people taking action to make the world a better place. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to enjoy and to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs, developing life skills that lead to academic success and personal growth. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere, building peace and economic opportunity, providing access to healthcare and clean water, and ending polio forever. We are people of action. Find your cause and take action with us. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, this is Rob Thompson here with my good friends from Prize Picks. I've got a little hint for you. I want you to go download Prize Picks right now. And if you remember the code ALAMO, you're going to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Remember, that's code ALAMO, and you'll get $50 in lineups. That's just from me to you. Now, let's talk about why you want to go get on Prize Picks, because right now is the best time to play Prize Picks, because the season's meat is there. We know what the teams are doing. We know who's going to get more or less. Now go capitalize. As college ends up, as the NBA pros head toward the playoffs, you know that Wemby's trending up. You know that Steph Castle's trending up. You know that certain guys are trending down. Now's the time to go play. So when you're playing basketball and you are winning, remember what Prize Picks does for you? If they start out fast, you can go ahead and cash out before the game's even over. That's why I love Prize Picks. Also, you got good picks? Share them on social media. They're going to help you do that. Prize Picks is fantastic because being right is good, being right more is better, but man, it feels so good to be right.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Spurs are coming back home after wrapping up a long rodeo road trip in Philly.
And speaking of brotherly love, our good friend RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com will join us at 2:35 for the latest on the Dallas Cowboys.
Ha! The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
No food at the big meeting yesterday.
None.
Zero.
And then what made it even worse is they didn't even have coffee.
I know. And
They
we
had
had
cups.
I'll be honest. I'm like Pavlov's dog. I've been trained to know if we have a meeting in that big room, that Alamo Lounge.
Yeah.
At a minimum, there's going to be beverage service.
Right. 2 ice chests with various, obviously.
Yeah, and coffee.
Yeah. Nothing.
And in the best case scenario, there's going to be food.
Yes.
Now I figured, our big wig boss is coming to town. There's going to be food and beverage service. I assumed. I went in there and nothing.
I got the sense that there was about to be a fabulous lunch had by about 4
dude,
people.
I honestly, you think that's what it was?
Oh yeah, they were headed out to have one of those fancy corporate dinners, corporate lunches, and the unwashed had to go to Fred's Fish Fry and get our fish patty.
Man.
Meanwhile, I had ramen at home.
Oh, you had Whataburger yesterday.
Get this. So I'm just at home. I hear the ring go off, and it's a DoorDash person dropping off a big old Whataburger bag. And I'm like, I didn't order Whataburger. So I open the door, and he goes, is this 5152? And I said, no, this is 5251. You got the wrong house. He just looked at me, waved it off, and left.
Keep it.
What?
He just got in the car and I'm over
Job
here.
Sucks.
So I'm thinking, of course, the right address is just down the street, and I'm thinking they're going to come over here saying, hey, did you get something delivered? Or nobody came by. Nobody said nothing. Nobody came back. So I just ate it.
Oh, my
Hey,
gosh.
porque está free.
What'd you get?
It was 2 Whataburger Juniors with cheese and the small fries and some Powerade or something. And I'm thinking, oh, man, this is probably for somebody's kid, right?
I know,
And
yeah.
I'm
It sounds like a kid's meal.
Yeah, so I threw away the bread, and I ate both patties.
Oh.
You should have just taken the empty bag and
put it back on the porch.
Here's your Powerade and cold fries.
Put the empty bag back on the porch. I don't know. He left it here. I didn't open it. I don't know what's in there.
But the way the guy just did like
Dude, no, you eat because you only eat the meat, so you put the buns back together and put them back in the wrap them up again. Put some bologna in there or something.
Y'all forgot the meat.
Nah, all I did was leave it at the wrong house. I didn't eat it.
Yeah, I gotta love DoorDash, man.
Dude, I don't mess with that.
Yeah, I don't. It's too much.
I'm
not paying $50 for like something that I can just go get.
I did some Uber Eats when I was at my apartment, just because first of all, I was new in town. I didn't really know where everything was.
Right, yeah.
And also the part of 1604 that I lived off of made it very difficult to get anywhere easy. Like you can't just pop out and pop back in. If you pop out, you got to go all the way because all that construction. It was
2 lights to get there.
It was just a pain in the ass for me to go anywhere. So I was like, I'll pay for the convenience. Now I know where I'm going. I know what kind of food I want, and also I've found that these I like to when I can I like to eat at local places.
Yeah.
And the local places, I know that they prefer you to use their own delivery service if it's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do too prefer to use their.
I do too
service.
because they care.
Right.
If you get your DoorDash guy, that's what you got there.
Keep it.
You don't give a damn.
I quit. This job sucks.
Yeah. It's like, where's my food? Show me a picture of it. And then he just shows a picture of it on somebody else's porch. You go, oh.
No,
this guy
what you don't realize is that order was for 4 junior cheeseburgers. He ate 2 of them. I'm done.
I'm already in trouble
I
anyway.
quit. I'm fired. Here, to keep those.
Yeah, he didn't take a picture or anything. As soon as he dropped, I think he was going to take a picture, but that's when I opened the door and told him that,
You think he was just too embarrassed to admit the fact that he made a mistake?
No, but if you saw this guy, he didn't care. I mean, he really, really didn't. It's like, just
keep it.
Whatever.
I'm only a 2-star.
I could, but what's it matter?
I'm going to hurt my rating?
Yeah, big.
I'm not getting a tip regardless.
I'm thinking that's what it was. I think he just had to take it because I don't DoorDash, so I don't know. I guess if you tip better, there's going to be people fighting for
that's
your
the other
order,
thing.
right?
They get you, like, the idea that they can see your tip before they decide to pick up your food or not is problematic.
Right.
Tipping should always happen after the food is delivered. And that's why I prefer Uber Eats to DoorDash, because I can tip at the end with Uber Eats.
Yeah, I think
so
with
then now
DoorDash,
they've got something to work for. My biggest complaint was I didn't like it when, I prefer, if I order Uber Eats, I want them to knock on my door. Like, sometimes you would just get the message, oh, your food's arriving or whatever.
Really?
And then
They don't knock on the door?
Sometimes they don't.
They just leave it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I mean, that one time I was in my apartment, I had that orange cat stalking around, and he's like knocking at my food. I'm like, hey, man, get out of here. Get out of
You
here.
don't even have the good sense. You can knock on the door and run. I don't have to
That's all
see
you gotta do. Yeah,
Just
we don't have to
knock on
make
the door.
friends. Just let me know it's arrived. That's all.
I texted you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I get it's a thankless job, and these guys want to get tipped. And
This is one of those things that in 5 years, this job won't exist.
Oh yeah.
Drones are going to take this little food delivery thing is done. Because it doesn't
drone
work.
is in my area.
The food is cold. The the guys don't get tipped, and I still feel like they're spitting in my food. I don't know. So drones are a welcome addition to this part of the world.
Doesn't someone have to drive the drone though?
I think no.
Like no one has to pilot it.
It's all AI.
Well, at least I think it's like
like the Waymos. They're all AI.
I think they got the whole thing mapped out. They just use coordinates. So they're already doing. I saw with Amazon's actually doing drone deliveries here in San Antonio right now. It's already happening.
No, in my neighborhood, it all weekend. That's all you hear is just the drone, and they are huge.
And then you hear gunshots because people are shooting them out of the sky in Vic's neighborhood.
Let me tell you.
And peel off. They're gonna peel off the stickers and keep it right.
We need to start a log. When is the first drone going to get shot out of the sky in San Antonio? Because it's going to be sooner than later.
It's probably happened already. Don't go to the.
They
don't go to the west side.
I've had more than one time where you know where I live, people use drones to kind of draw out land and properties, and I've had drones flying over the top of my house. Like, you know what, honey, go get the 22.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want. I
See
don't want
if
to
I can
drone
get
around
a
my
shotgun.
house.
There's more spread.
I look like a Kuwaiti Air Defense League. Leaving tracers.
We got 1 hour left, man. We got 1 hour left. How are we gonna do? We got to hit that Spurs game again. And I want to talk about there's an interesting story about the best contracts in the NBA.
I think we might have a few on this
Get
team.
your opinion on some of them. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Hi, I'm April Ancira with the Ancira Auto Group. We've teamed up with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star to give away $60,000 to local charities in our Bracket for a Cause contest. 64 local charities will be randomly paired with tournament teams. The winner will get $50,000, while the team that suffers the biggest loss gets $10,000. All the details on how your nonprofit can enter are online at Ancira.com. That's Ancira.com. Good luck.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mira Joyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076. 800-499-1076.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, we are still working this accident at Fredericksburg Road, right at Wurzbach. 410 northbound at North WW White. That stall now off to the shoulder. And stop and go along 35 southbound, Frostbank Center Drive to St. Mary's due to some road work in the area. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Hey, they're coming home. The Spurs wrapped up their rodeo road trip in Philadelphia last night in grand fashion. They beat them 131-91. Everybody scored. Everybody had a good game. They were led by Dylan Harper's 22. They did hit 18 threes. It was an easy win. Victor Wembanyama was named the NBA's Western Conference Player of the Month, and he was standing beside the head coach of the Western Conference Team of the Month. The Spurs and Mitch both got the awards. Wemby averaged 22.5 points and 11.3 boards, 3.5 blocks, and sold some popcorn. And, of course, Mitch Johnson went undefeated in February. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:03 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1. A lot of discussion about the apps.
Yeah.
DoorDash and Uber Eats. Now, somebody says, Uber Eats, most people don't tip after delivery, AJ. That's why that sucks.
It does.
That does suck.
It's unfortunate.
I mean,
it's not my fault.
You can't help that people are garbage.
But I'm not.
Yeah, like don't blame me for that. I don't.
Yeah.
If you do what I ask you to do, I'm gonna tip you.
And I'll over tip you.
But if you leave my food at my neighbor's house, I don't want to pay for that.
In fact, I will actively pursue your firing.
So that's.
I will try to get you fired, but I will over tip.
Yeah. But
I'm a family of lawyers. You don't know.
Vic, you said so
Take
with
your livelihood.
With DoorDash, Vic, they see these are the available tips you can get.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think so.
That's un-American.
Yeah, I remember seeing, like I was mentioning earlier, like a video of a girl making a TikTok saying, this says a $5 tip. Nope, I'm not doing that one. This is $6. Nope. Oh, here's a $15 tip. This is the one I want to go get.
Well, I should have the right to take the tip back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw 20 in, but if it don't work out, I'm taking it back.
I'm taking it back.
Well,
show it as pending.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the like in a regular restaurant, if you're a waiter or a bartender, you can't.
No, you don't. What's the tip up front so I know how often to come to your table?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the deal, man. It's part of the deal.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just save all of the drama and I go get it myself.
Did you ever work in the service industry? Did you ever bartend or wait tables?
No.
You, Rob?
No, I have never.
Really?
I'm embarrassed to say so.
Yeah,
but I never waited tables.
Never did that. Never worked in the food.
I've worked in the grocery business, but never.
I only had really 3 jobs in my life, other than this one.
Yeah, I
stripping.
Yeah, stripping, DJing, and then here.
Yeah. I did some bartending in college in Nashville, and I'm not great at it because I'm not great at dealing with people that I don't know. But in waiting tables, I did when I first started doing radio, I was bartending and waiting tables at an Italian restaurant in Austin. And it was I'm not very good at it, but I also understood what you are going to get out of these people is what you give to them.
Right.
And now are there times where you've got a $400 bill and they tip $10? Yeah.
Comes with the business, but there's also been $25 tickets that people tipped you $50.
Yeah, you just gotta, but you still got to do the work and hope that it comes your way.
Sucks.
Now, it's easy for me to say I've never done DoorDash or I don't know what it's like now, and I know now people are much less likely to want to tip than they used to be.
Oh, of course.
And I think because I've worked in the service industry, I'm a 20% minimum tipper.
Yeah. I think most people legitimately are. If they feel taken care of and valued, you look at me, do a good job. I think most, if they have the wherewithal, are more than happy to tip for more than 20 to 25%. I don't know anybody that's not. But the moment you make a mistake, I think we're too harsh. I think we blame sometimes the servers on things that are completely out of their control.
And when you were waiting tables, did you just memorize their orders or did you write them down? Or were you working in that type of industry? Have you ever been in a place where you order for the whole table
and they're like, and they know it?
And they just absorb it and then they don't write anything down. They just remember what you're ordering.
I could do it up to 4 people.
Really?
If there's more than 4 people, I needed to write it down.
Oh, okay.
There is no way in hell I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Because I
remember the matzo ball soup for you, sir.
I was experiencing the anxiety of the person forgetting. And I was like, "Are you sure you weren't around?" He goes, "No, I got it." Man, I felt anxious. I was like, no, remember, it's got to be unsweet tea.
Oh, well, because you might die because of all this stuff. Yeah, for me.
You're writing this down, right? This kind of matters.
And no salt on the fries, please.
B. Hannon says, I tip my barber 50%.
I do that. I tip him a lot.
Yesterday, I took Holden to get his hair cut.
Oh, yeah?
And I
at the college?
At the barber college,
okay.
Which I love it. I love going there because it's like these dudes they're excited. They just jump up. They want, hey, come on, man, let's go.
Yeah,
and most of them have neck tattoos, and these are ghetto ass dudes. Mm-hmm. But they all want to. They're trying to make something happen, and they're not getting any money. All they make is the tips. So I go in there. It's $6 for a haircut. I mean, without fail, I've paid $20 for a haircut every time because I just tip the 14 to whoever cuts the hair because that's all they're making.
It's only $6.
$6.
And I paid a lot more for bad haircuts.
I'm telling you, and these are good haircuts. And these are all these barber students. there's like there's a trainer standing next to him, like watching him, like, all right, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do there?
I think you might have converted me right there.
Now you got to go to the ghetto if you want to do this.
I don't care.
I go to the ghetto to get my kids. I'm bald, so I don't. And they always like, what about you, man? What about you? I'm like, I take my hat off. No, man, I'm good.
Man. We'll buff you up. I got a cloth.
We can buff you up. Make it nice and shiny.
$5? $5 buff shop?
Yeah. Mike says people at the restaurant are rude. People we deliver are rude. Not worth it. I mean,
you're right. You're right. It sucks.
Everybody's rude.
That's why I just stay home.
Well, that's why you aspire to something higher than delivering bags of food.
In real life, I'm rude, but I just I'm able to pretend if I've got to.
I will pay you to be rude.
Yeah.
I'll tip you 25%, but I'm going to be a jerk.
Yeah. If I'm a pain in the ass, I try not to be a pain in the ass.
I'm the best customer you can get.
Dude, the times that I tipped the most, and people are like, oh, I can't afford to take out my kids and tip. If I take my kids to a restaurant, that's when I was tipping the most. Like now that my kids are like, they're
older. Yeah.
They're not throwing food on the floor and stuff like that. Dude, when I had little kids, my kids throwing spaghetti around
around the restaurant. Like, here's an extra 10 if you'll let me come back.
I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like that's when I feel the worst. So I don't want to hear, oh, I got kids, I can't afford. I mean, well, if you got kids, you can't afford to go. Like, then you take your kids to McDonald's.
Exactly.
Take your kids to,
Wow.
And
they don't care there. Just throw it on the floor.
Yeah, you can throw stuff on the floor at McDonald's. They know.
Well, that's the other discussion. When you go to McDonald's and they flip that over tip, like, what the hell are you talking about, tip?
Yeah, no.
25% tip?
Used to is just you give to the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, just stick it in his mouth.
Which I don't know what I don't even know where that went. I could have gone anywhere. But I'm like, oh,
I'm Ronald. My house is around the corner.
I know where it is.
Go ahead and throw that 40 cents in there. Yeah, I got you on that. Yeah. Claymore says delivery to the neighbor's house is typical. What should you expect? No training, none whatsoever. That's true. Redbird says, do you tip at deli shops? Like Jersey Mike's asked for a tip.
I'm more likely to tip there. Because the person, I can go more of that.
Yeah, the person, like I tip at Freebirds, like the burrito place. And I think there is something where the person who you're giving money is the person who you just watched make your food.
Yeah, I'm more likely to tip there. Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, so if you go down the line with me and you, like, put my food together, I am more likely to tip than...
I'll do that at Subway.
Yeah, exactly.
Than at, like, Whataburger, where I say, I would like this, and then they type it in a computer, and somebody back there puts it together, and then they just hand it to me.
And then they show you the thing, sign and tip.
Or when I get Starbucks for my wife, they give me the... I guess the credit card thing says here. Answer the question on the pad,
and there's always
and it's either a tip, $1, $5.
So what about? I'm not a Starbucks guy. I'm not. I don't do that. Do you tip those guys?
I tip the baristas. I tip $1 a drink. Yeah, and that's still like what I still do that at like if I'm at a pay as you go bar. Like I'm still like $1 a drink.
Yeah, with everything.
Like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Just leave.
No tab, just
Well, no, I mean, if I have a tab, I'll pay. I don't know. I'll usually just round up to whatever. But
if you're grabbing every time I pay,
if I'm
like
paying
cash,
$35, you'll give them 50.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if it's a like you can't open a tab, it's a cash bar.
Oh,
and a beer is $4. I'm gonna leave $5 every time.
Yeah.
Or if a beer's $3, I'm gonna leave $4 every time.
Especially the first time I buy. So the next time you see me, you'll come to me first, and then I'll tip you again.
And if it's a bar that gives free drinks, like if you're at a wedding or something, it's $2 per drink every time. That way, that's because I mean now it's free. What am I'm
right.
But that's my philosophy.
I'm always bad about that though. You go to those free events and you don't have any cash. Now that you got a Venmo, they've got.
I like when they do that. Yeah, I feel better about that.
Like, man,
there's always a QR code. There's always a QR code.
I also like when there's musicians like I'm
bad at that. I will admit.
If they've got a Venmo, it's a lot easier for me.
I'll walk by a musician, one of those bruskers, that's playing. Yeah. I never have the money to give them, and I feel like I need to tip that guy.
I also I hate to have. Quite frankly, I don't really like to carry cash at all.
Me neither.
If I do, like usually my smallest bill is a 20, or like because all the money I have is coming from the only time I ever deal with cash is the poker house.
Yeah,
so I don't deal with anything like. I don't deal with 1s or 5s or 10s. It's 20s, 50s, and 100s. That's it.
Remember when you used to consistently fill jars of change?
Dude, my mom used to have one of those like a Culligan water bucket
We've had the same one for 10 years.
My sister would always steal quarters out of and like try to go to the movie theater on that. And it was like,
it's amazing how quickly those add up.
I don't know what my mom ever did with
bottle.
that.
We had a huge Coke bottle full of quarters before, and we would use it to go play video games.
For when I was coaching basketball, we would save change and use that to buy whatever we needed when we were on the roads. And you always go to the grocery store, and you're the one standing up front with a big jar of change, and that thing's just like,
yeah.
30 minutes. Like, I don't need the money. This is I'm helping.
I'm not poor.
This isn't to buy the groceries.
I'm not poor.
No.
I'm fine. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You don't need to leave money. You don't need to say, "Oh, poor guy." No, trust me. This is for something else.
And then someone's looking at you. He's poor.
Poor guy buying groceries with pennies.
Why do you pay for your grocery with nickels?
That's okay.
You look very poor.
I got a nice car out there. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. This is for
it
something
has
else.
no gas.
Why are you wearing flip-flops in the grocery store? Why do you shop for your own groceries? That's very poor of you.
They need to put that change machine back in the corner so you're not like,
I know.
I got a little bit. It's okay.
It's all in the middle where
I'm just
everyone
emptying
can
out.
see.
I filled up the jar. I'm fine.
Did they? Does that machine take like a fee?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It eats some.
What percentage?
It's not much. It's enough to where you go, that's all right, but like 5%.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, if it's over, just whatever it is, they just print out the ticket, right, and take it to the front desk, and then that's where they give you your money.
I know what Vic's dumping his change into that thing.
Yeah.
The ticket spits out, and he goes and instantly puts that ticket in the lottery machine.
Thing.
Yeah. I know
triples
you,
his
Vic.
money.
I know what to do.
Well, I mean, what a brilliant idea. You give me $1, and I'll give you 95 cents.
There's, when we were in Vegas this last time, I'm sitting at the blackjack table, and this is it's not like I think it's a $25 a hand blackjack table, so it's not like a high end, but it's not it's not the trashiest table in the room either.
Just enough to eat your lunch in an hour.
Dude sits down, and like, mind you, we're in the middle of a shoe, so like if someone jumps in, it's no big deal. They hand you give them some money, they give you some chips. Except this dude sat down with a stack full of $1 bills, and he's like. He puts it, and he's got them like separated into stacks of 10.
But you still got to count them.
He's still got to count all of them, and for the camera, so he's got $100 in ones.
You're killing me, dude.
And everybody at the table's now just sitting here going, bro.
Where'd you come? You come from All Stars? Where are you coming from?
I hate you so much, and I wanted him to lose. Oh, I wanted him to lose, and the guy didn't speak any English, so I couldn't I don't know how mad can you even be. But it was extremely, extremely frustrating.
100 ones. 100 ones.
And he
gave him like 3 chips.
Where was I? One.
What's great? No, here's the crazy part.
And 2.25.
His last pile was $8, so he had to go into his pocket and pull out 2 more ones. And oh my God.
Hey man, you need to be downtown. The Fremont is calling your name.
Yes, dude.
What are you doing here?
Go across to the Hooters casino where they got $1 blackjack.
Where they will give you a hero's welcome. You walk in with 100 ones.
Oh, terrible. All right.
That is a whale.
Man, I meant to get into this contract thing. Maybe we'll do that on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, we are still working this accident at Fredericksburg Road, right at Wurzbach. 410 northbound at North WWI. That stall now off to the shoulder. And stop and go along 35 southbound, Frostbank Center Drive to St. Mary's due to some road work in the area. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is Bring Your Appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com.
Ready to feel better this spring? At Synergenics and Low T Center, get TRT customized to your body and covered by insurance. This month, the men's testosterone test is free, plus huge savings on hormone testing and peptides. Book now at Synergenics.com.
It's tournament time when the most talented teams survive and advance. And whether you're cutting down the nets or cutting through resumes, one thing's clear. The best teams are built with the best people. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. Their smart matching technology finds qualified candidates fast. You can add screening questions to get the right applicants and even filter to see who's recently active. Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Bundling your home and auto with Progressive could help you save without sacrificing quality. It's the smart thing to do. And as a hockey fan, you always know the smart thing to do.
Shoot the puck!
And you let the players know it.
Shoot the puck!
All game.
Shoot it! Come on, shoot!
And sometimes even after.
Man, rough game, huh? Yeah, they should have shot the puck.
So bundle your home and auto with Progressive. It's the smart thing to do. But you already knew that. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger. But Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Oh, hello. It's me, the calculator that lives inside of TaxSlayer. I love numbers. Like 100, as in 100%, as in TaxSlayer's 100% accuracy, guaranteed. And 0, as in $0, as in it costs $0 to file and get the refund you deserve with TaxSlayer Simply Free, if you qualify. Simply Free is available to a limited number of taxpayers with age, income, credit, and deduction restrictions. See TaxSlayer.com for eligibility requirements. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Need parts fast? Need them now? O'Reilly is fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly Auto Parts stand apart. Right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts, you can get 1 free set of brake pads when you buy 2 qualifying brake rotors. Ask the professional parts people about additional brake pad and rotor upgrade options available at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
All right. Got the a list of the 15 best contracts in the NBA, Rob. I want to know which one of these you agree with, which ones you don't.
Best deals.
Best deals. Now it says here's some of the what makes a good contract. These are the 7 factors they went off of: annual or average annual value, length, age, guarantees, durability, portability, which means basically
tradable.
Yeah, and structure. So here's what they say: they're the 15 best contracts.
So I would assume these aren't rookies. These are guys that have signed their second and third deals.
And none of these are. Okay, here's the deal. They said anything that is artificially limited by max salary or rookie scale are off limits.
Okay.
Anything else is fair game. And it says we're only looking forward because roster building is now more or less complete for this year. So they're not considering contracts that expire this season. Like Austin Reeves is a good example of that. Austin Reeves is a value, but he's, the value's gone now. So it says, here's the top 15. Number 15, Aaron Nesmith. 3 years left, $51.4 million left on his contract for Indiana.
About $17 million a year.
It's pretty good. I mean, he's a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
They say he's probably closer to a $25 million a year player than what he's making. So you gotta, and he's turned. And part of it was he wasn't a really good shooter when they signed him, and he's turned into a 40% 3-point shooter. So that's become sort of a good deal.
Yeah.
Number 14, Derek White.
Even now,
total owed $97.7 million, 3 years. So that sounds like, man, that's a lot of money. And he's in his 30s, but
he's already in his 30s.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it says, why does this contract look so good? The trade packages, the portability. Mikal Bridges, Desmond Bane netted as non-All-Stars. Everybody wants Derek White, and it's very easy to overpay for players like this. It says take OG Anunoby. He's making 25% of the cap because New York knew that if they didn't give him that contract, Philly would have. Right. If White were a free agent this offseason, he'd make more than this because of how easily he slides onto any roster, which basically means he can fit anywhere.
And, the Spurs, they freed him. They did. Josh Richardson and Romeo Langford.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 13, Scottie Pippen Jr. $5.2 million left, 2 years, which he's actually been a pretty decent player.
Respect. No, he has been.
When he's on the floor. Here's one. Number 12, Isaiah Stewart, $30 million, 2 years left. Now, when he's on the floor,
he's a tough guy,
but he's one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Look at the difference of the team when they didn't have it.
Yeah. Namus Keita, $2.6 million owed with one more year left. They're in Boston. Looks like they've got a pretty good deal on him.
We have Cornette.
Yep. Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, always. I've always been an Okongwu fan.
$32 million with 2 years left in Atlanta. Number 9, also Atlanta, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, $30 million for 2 more years of him. A.J. Mitchell in OKC, 2 years left, $5.7 million left on his deal.
Yeah. I think he needs more court time. I think he's a legitimate player that could play a lot more minutes, but he's on a team where he's kind of regulated.
And the way they did it was, they signed him to a 2-way deal. He was a rookie in 24. Signed him to a 2-year deal, converted it to a standard contract, and then they declined his option, the team option, and made him a restricted free agent. And this is what he's playing for now. It's a good deal for them.
And right of first refusal too.
Yeah. Number 7, this is a good contract. Peyton Pritchard.
Oh yeah.
$16 million left, 2 years left on his deal.
$16 million, and you got your 6th man of the year. I mean, that's theft.
Yeah. Zubats. Ivica Zubats in
He's always been undervalued.
Indiana.
Always.
2 years left, $42 million. Although, God, you're talking about it's a good deal for a team that's in dead last place. Same with Aaron Nesmith. You got these great contracts that you're the worst team in the league, arguably.
And Zubats is a bucket, man.
Yeah.
He's a good pro.
Number 5, these are your top 5 best contracts in the league. Alperen Sengun, $112 million, 3 years left on it.
And that's a brand new deal. That's on Alperen's agent. He should have gotten more money.
Yeah. It says this is why the Rockets are considered one of the league's best front offices. Alperen Sengun and Franz Wagner were in the same draft class. Sengun, by most measures, was a superior player through those 3 seasons. At the very least, it was a toss-up. The Magic gave Wagner a no-questions-asked max as soon as they could. The Rockets actually negotiated with Sengun, took it down to the wire, and managed to get real concessions.
They squeezed him.
Yeah, and it ended up being a smart move. Number 4, Jaden McDaniels in Minnesota, 3 years, $84 million left on that.
I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is.
Number 3, which I everybody said this at the time. This is such a great deal, and it's a player that I don't like, so I have a hard time seeing it. But when you think about what he would get on the open market, it's probably fair. Jalen Brunson, 2 years left, $78 million left on that deal. So he's under $40 million a year.
He is a great value. Think about what he is to the Knicks.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He's not my favorite guy either, but he deserves it.
Jalen Johnson, number 2, $120 million with 4 years left in Atlanta.
That's
and he's like their best player now.
Good thing going in Atlanta is him.
Yeah. I mean, he's the best player they've got at this point. And Denis Avdija in Portland.
I'm surprised we didn't see a
2 years, $25 million left on that deal.
He's had to grow into this. He wasn't. I think when this contract was signed, they felt like they were overpaying him. I mean, he was a high draft pick, but he had a lot of work to do. And to his credit, he found the right spot, and he is flourishing.
Devin Vassell, who he is signed through 2029, if I'm not mistaken. He is got a little under $80 million left with 3 years left on his deal. So
he's actually appropriately paid.
I think he's about right. Yeah. He's about right. He's having a good season now. But
and he's played up to that deal, or he would have been overpaid.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to combine the last 2 segments, Vic. What we're going to do is I've got a couple things I want to talk about in the world of non-sports, and then we'll hit the daily lines because I fudged us back a spot here. So we'll do that coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Shun Club, BPL Motorhomes, and Ancira Auto Group. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Woohoo! Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
This year, I need a change. I need to get healthy, work out, lose some weight, and get back on track. But figuring out what to eat is my biggest issue. I need to eat the right food so that I stay full and have energy all day long. I know the solution: Omaha Steaks. Starting the year strong is easier and more delicious with premium portioned proteins from Omaha Steaks. From handcrafted USDA certified tender steaks to gourmet burgers, versatile chicken and pork, seafood, and more. They have an unmatched variety of high quality proteins that everyone loves. And when you deserve that cheat day, and we all do from time to time, they also offer desserts and easy to prepare comfort food. Support your fresh start with high-quality proteins from Omaha Steaks. Let Omaha Steaks deliver high-quality proteins right to your door. Visit omahasteaks.com and get an extra $35 off with promo code SKY at checkout. That's OMAHA steaks.com, promo code SKY. Terms apply. See site for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hell yeah. Bitchin' song, Vic. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Almost done. This is our last segment of the day. We're combining a little combining a couple segments here because normally we do the non-sports segment and then we do our daily lines at the end. So I threw us off by a segment over
we were talking drones.
Yeah, we were talking drones. Here is an interesting story out of India, which I've heard enough stories of India to know I never, ever, 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 ever want to go.
I would like to go to Goa. That's the only place in India that has any kind of allure to me. That's the beach town.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard there's I've heard there's a lot of people who use
they poop in the rivers and the streets.
Yeah, it's just like it's a public toilet. The town's a toilet. I don't want that.
Cows are roaming free, pooping. There's people pooping. Lots of poop.
Well, this guy learned his lesson for trying to turn the town into a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
A man was relieving himself on the railroad tracks in Alwar, India. And he died while relieving himself
that sucks.
on the railroad tracks after a cow, which got in the way of a train, got thrown across the tracks and hit him. So a cow walked out in front of the train, 30 meters.
That's 90 feet to you and me.
Up the road or up the track.
Okay.
And it hit this guy who was taking a leak, and it was enough to kill him. I
don't know what the Brahmin or the Vishnu God symbol is, but there is a God angry at you if a flying cow takes you out while you're taking a crap on a railroad track.
Yeah.
That's God calling you home.
Yep. The The collision was such that a portion of the cow's body fell 30 meters away on top of him, who was on top of the man who was relieving himself on the tracks. He died on the spot.
How'd he go? A heifer.
The semi-high-speed Vande Bharat trains have had run-ins with cattle along many routes. You would think, I don't know, if I owned and operated a railroad, I'd want to make sure there were no cattle on the route.
Well, the problem is the cows there are deities.
Yeah, but
I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'd maybe put up a fence.
I don't know if you're allowed to.
Well, I don't know. I got to say.
They were revered as sacred holy animals in Hinduism, and they prohibit their slaughter and evidently prohibits them from being fenced in. They get to roam free-range cattle.
I guess that's the deal then. You get what you get.
Got to worry about taking
now
a crap
people are
next to
dying.
the trains. Yeah. Have you ever watched Monty Python where they would throw the cows in the slingshot?
Yeah.
That's what I first thought of.
Claymore goes back to you guys were both wrong about Devin Vassell. Last season you led the trade Devin Vassell campaign.
Yes, I was. I will admit it. I was wrong.
Well,
he played up to the contract. He earned it.
To be fair, I didn't think Devin Vassell was ever a bad player. I just thought that Devin Vassell
shouldn't be your best player.
If Devin Vassell's your second or third best player, you're probably not that good. And guess what?
He's now the third or fourth.
When I was saying trade Devin Vassell, I was also saying I would trade Devin Vassell in a package that got Giannis.
But
I'm not looking to trade Devin Vassell for a bag of beans.
Claymore, I'll admit it. I think he has improved.
This is the best he's ever been.
So he's playing appropriate to his money, but he had to rise to the contract. The contract didn't come to him; he came to the contract.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I did say, but and again, I would still trade him for Giannis. But
and that's also, it's a portable deal.
Not much I wouldn't trade for Giannis, quite frankly. Here's a story: coke, meth, and fake plates.
Sounds like a good afternoon.
That's fake license plates.
Oh,
that's a good way to go through life as long as your headlights work. Yeah.
Jeez.
A gal in New York, Sparkers, New York, facing multiple felony and misdemeanor charges following an early morning traffic stop. They arrested 36-year-old Heather Yakabuchi during a patrol stop. Authorities say they saw a vehicle traveling with the headlights out. Vehicle also matched the description of a suspect vehicle that stole gas previously. During the stop, deputies identified Yakabuchi as the driver, determined the vehicle displayed fraudulent Ohio license plates.
Fake plates.
She was taken into custody. A subsequent search of the vehicle revealed a quantity of cocaine and methamphetamine along with drug paraphernalia. She is booked on several possession charges, failure to surrender as suspended or revoked license, and aggravated unlicensed operation.
Well, she did everything
in
wrong.
The third degree.
You couldn't have done. You didn't do one thing right.
No.
Not one.
No. Also maybe, I don't know, make sure if you're going to do crime, make sure your headlights are in function.
Right. Everything works.
You didn't have a driver's license. It had been taken. You didn't have plates. You weren't supposed to be driving, and you're full of drugs.
Yeah, that's probably
you filled every box. Congratulations, you get today's award.
A Pokemon thief.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Low down, dirty stuff there.
After he stole $1,000 worth of Pokemon cards at a gas station. 31-year-old Michael Ryan Baker stole $1,000 worth of Pokemon cards from a gas station.
What do you figure that's a case?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what variety they are. They some special.
Well, how do you
thing.
know if it's from a convenience store? You're just getting a box.
But here's the thing: you might be. He got 4 years in prison.
Oh gosh.
Jeez.
And that feels
gotta catch them all.
He does. Well, he's also got to do it. He was unarmed at the time. His mugshot, his arms are behind his back, so it looks like just
sleeves. How'd you steal those?
But witnesses said that he lifted his shirt in a threatening manner as if he had a weapon in his waistband. So it became armed robbery at that point.
But he didn't have. Well, they can't prove he had a weapon, or did they?
They didn't. I don't think they had to, because I don't think they had. I think that he already had a robbery conviction in the past in 2016. I'm not sure how to say this, but if you're 31 years old and you're doing armed robbery for Pokemon cards,
dork,
your life took a wrong turn somewhere along the way.
You got to get that Charmander, man. It matters.
And the good thing, the good thing about him doing 4 years in prison is he's now very likely to lose his virginity. This is.
You're about to meet Charmander.
I'll give you the Charmander.
Go in the shower.
That's right.
Get that Pokemon soap on a rope.
I'm gonna poke your mon.
No.
No. That's happening. That's happening. What are you in for? Held up a gas station for some Pokemon cards. All right.
Dork.
Yeah, you're definitely
Big fan of Pikachu. You know what I mean? I get a special cell for a Pikachu fan.
All right. Now, let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
I have one more thing I've got to talk about before we move on.
Okay.
One more non-sports story. There is a serious thing going around now that we need to call out, and anybody caught doing this should be deported immediately or arrested.
Okay.
We are now seeing an uptick in beard wigs.
Face merkins?
Face merkins. The new must-have accessory for men, it says.
Beard wigs?
Apparently, you know who wears a beard wig?
Who?
A celebrity.
What?
Jake Paul is accused of wearing a beard wig.
It's a weird beard. I'll give him that.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a show called Wuthering Heights. Have you seen any of this?
Oh, Heathcliff.
And apparently there's some beard wigs in that show. And it's now, this is what people are doing. They are putting on fake beards. And not like as a costume. They're doing it for everyday wear. This should be cultural appropriation in my mind. If you can't grow a real beard, you're not allowed to have one.
What the hell?
You cannot do it.
Yeah, you're right.
You can get them on Amazon.
I know. Now, if you want to go the full route. You want to go and go to Turkey and get the beard implants?
Oh, yeah, Could you get a beard implant?
I'm sure you could. If you can get hair implants.
I guess so.
I mean, but don't wear a beard wig. That's the worst thing you can do. Do not wear. How much does a beard wig cost? What's a good beard?
Well, you can go pretty cheap if you want a one-time use.
No, I want everyday wear.
100% full hair, a real hair.
Okay.
You can go as low as $15.99.
Temu has them for $8.36.
I ain't buying a Temu beard.
And then you have
that's real crotch hair to you and me.
Let's see. This one looks like the Amish beard for $132.50.
You can spend as much as $800 on it.
Oh my gosh!
That's what an $800 wig looks like.
You got to have a real.
No, that's the
a Santa beard.
Yeah,
no.
If you want to get the full-on Santa package, it's $7.99.
That's the only time it's acceptable to wear a beard wig. If you're Santa Claus at the mall, that's it.
You have to take it off the moment you get in that little Santa house.
And by the, I prefer a fake beard on Santa Claus because usually, if the mall Santa Claus has a real beard, usually it's like yellow and orange because he's
been doing meth.
Yeah, he smokes Winston's and I don't like that.
On Amazon, they have one you can look like an apostle, like Moses, or like Jesus.
That I get. You might be acting in a play. And
Yeah.
you know it's fake, but you got to strap on a 2-foot beard and act like it's real.
Rin says if you can't wear a beard wig, you can't dye your hair either. No, you can dye your hair just like you can dye your beard.
Yeah, it's real.
But you got to grow
match. It's got
You got
match.
to grow it.
Yeah.
That's different. Dyeing your hair is not akin to wearing a fake beard.
Jake Paul beard wig.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Man, I'm as vain as the next guy. I have my vanities, but I've never had a desire for a beard so bad I would glue one to my face.
There are people on TikTok doing time lapses of like applying their beards, like applying these permanent beards.
Oh yeah. See, no. Yeah, like if you can't grow it, don't Don't mess with it. You just can't grow it. Sorry.
I'm very, very, very against this. Josh says, ask Reinagel how much he pays for his fake goatee, his goatee wig. I don't know.
I don't know how much he pays.
It's skillfully.
I know his hair is real. I've pulled on it.
Oh, you pulled on it?
Yeah. I wanted to see.
No, it's good glue.
How was Jake Paul outed? Was one piece like unglued, like hanging off?
I think something happened like that. Like somebody called him out on it.
Like, dude, your beard's peeling
God,
off.
I can't imagine. I'd just rather not have a beard. It's not that big of a deal if you don't have a beard. Okay.
Well, he took a couple of punches to the face. It's a pretty good one.
But no, but his beard is different when he fights than when he's like on the internet. Like he doesn't. I don't think he wears a face merkin when he's fighting.
Because that skater wants him to stay smooth.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. All right. Now back to the daily lines. I'm sorry. We've been today's been kind of thrown off a little bit.
Face merkin.
I apologize to the masses. In the NBA, the Thunder are at the Knicks. Thunder took care of business last night. We thought the line was a little short against the Bulls. They took care of business. Now they're at the Knicks. What should the line be, Rob?
It's still OKC, but they're in New York.
In New York, no Shea, no Jalen Williams.
Spurs, I mean, I still take the Knicks in 3.
Oklahoma City, a 4.5-point favorite.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So they learned their lesson last night. They said
still
we're not
no Shea, though.
Nope.
And still no Jalen.
Nope. So you can get the Thunder 4.5-point favorites tonight in New York. Charlotte
go money line in the Knicks.
Maybe so. Charlotte's at the Celtics. Celtics 6.5-point favorites at home. The Utah Jazz 8.5-point dogs in Philly. Philly coming off an ass whooping last night.
Well, neither team wants to win. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Philly's still trying to make the playoff. I don't know. I think there's a world where
for Utah.
I think they just gave up. They knew we can't win this game. Let's just call off the dogs.
Well,
I don't think they were actively trying to.
Utah did the same thing. They fought hard and lost at the end. They did the Spurs way of taking. Instead of quitting at halftime, they quit with about 3 minutes to go.
Well, that's the Utah way now.
Yes.
It's like don't play your starters in the fourth quarter.
It's Will Hardy.
That's right.
He learned from the best.
Portland, an 8.5-point favorite in Memphis. The Hawks catching 1.5 at Milwaukee. And the Indiana Pacers are at the Clippers. How about this? Clippers, 11.5-point favorites. You into that?
That's a huge-antic
massive
number
for a bad Clippers team.
I am not putting 11 on the Clippers ever.
That's wild. In the National Hockey League tonight, Vegas is at Detroit, second part of a back-to-back for them. Detroit minus 135. Maple Leafs are in New Jersey to take on the Devils. Devils minus 120. Carolina is minus 290 at Vancouver. St. Louis Blues are at Seattle, the Kraken minus 150, and the New York Islanders at the once mighty Anaheim Ducks minus 110 both ways. In college hoops tonight, got some good ones on tap for you here after a good night of hoops last night, actually, too. Texas is at Arkansas.
Man, I don't know. I've seen both teams win and lose in weird ways.
I'll say this. Texas is playing really well right now. I ain't betting against Arkansas in Fayetteville.
They got boat race the other day.
Arkansas 7.5-point favorites at home. I tend to think that they get that job done. Miami's at SMU. SMU minus 1.5 hosting number 22 Miami. St. Louis 22.5-point favorites over Loyola Chicago.
Wow.
Remember that what was that lady's name? Sister Jean.
Mm-hmm.
She
Loyola?
died, right? I think she died recently.
I hope not. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure she did. And now Loyola went from being a Final Four team to 7-22.
She died in October.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence that now Loyola is the worst team in the Atlantic 10.
Well, they need to get Porter Moser back and start over.
Or get another old lady who loves the basketball team. Maybe that. Maybe get another old nun to cheer you on. Purdue is at Northwestern. Purdue 11.5-point favorites on the road in that one. And the nightcap on ESPN2, Baylor at Houston, senior night for the Cougs. Houston, a 14.5-point favorite.
Well, I hope the teams both play all their seniors so nobody quits at the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't want anybody saying, I didn't get to play. I'm out of here.
I'm a senior.
Man,
I've
you've
never
played 13 minutes all year. We don't care if you leave. Well, I'm leaving.
I'm out. Can I keep my jersey?
I'm out.
Can I have my jersey, though?
Are these shoes part of the
shoes come with it?
Yeah.
The sweats?
I'm out.
Scholarship, too?
What's funny about that is, like, yeah, what does that mean for her scholarship for the rest of the semester?
None.
What does that mean for her NIL if she got any? I mean, I don't know.
She did. I guarantee she did.
Like, wouldn't you?
That's gone. That's gone.
So to just make this statement.
Like I said, don't try to make sense out of nonsense because that's a nonsensical act.
To say, I'm out, your season's over, I quit the team.
After 5 years and injuries and all that, and you just didn't get in the senior night. And I think there's one thing, the embarrassment of not playing on senior night, which, shoot, you were losing. The second one is to be checked in with 15 seconds to go just so your coach can justify and have you in the book.
Check the box.
Now, that's probably the thing that pushed her over the edge. Like, man, I'll just sit down.
She'll be missed.
No, she won't. Sadly not.
They'll miss her when they go into the SEC tournament as the 6th seed and probably get waxed by South Carolina by 40 points again.
Well, the coach will be sitting beside her because he's about to get fired.
That's true. That is also true. So, speaking of Tennessee and South Carolina, Tennessee, the men got a 78-59 win last night. They're starting to put it together as well. So, Rick Barnes, typical.
As usual,
figuring it out. The beginning of March, we all know how the end of March will go for him. That's the way it always seems to for old Rick Barnes. Well, friends, that does it for us. What a show it's been. We've talked beard merkins, face merkins. We've talked DoorDash. Pokemon. I mean, it's been a hell of a program.
Yeah.
And we even mixed in some sporting talk.
Yeah, a little bit.
We will come back tomorrow on a small Friday and do it all over again.
The Spurs are finally home.
They'll be back in action
Detroit
tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. This
here
is
in San Antonio.
Come out and play kind of a game.
Oh, yes. Another fact, The Blitz is the show that comes on at 2 o'clock on this very station. That's Jason Minix.
They've been stuck
That's
in this
Joe Reinagel.
They got nowhere to be?
No, I don't think so. So they'll hang out with you.
Oh, this place stays dirty all the time.
They'll hang out with you, the people. We will hang out with you, the people, again tomorrow. And until then, we want to encourage you not to poop on the train tracks.
Don't do that.